Sweet. All right. We find ourselves in Waterdeep, City of Splendors, Crown of the North, the biggest city on the Sword Coast. We are at the beginning of the Greengrass Festival, which marks the beginning of spring. And with that has come the Sea Maiden's Faire, a traveling carnival that is only in its second year, but it was a huge hit last year. And our 4 adventurers, who are Waterdeep residents, have decided to go. Earlier in the day, they saw a parade that wound its way through the city. All sorts of unbelievable spectacles, clockwork, dragons, beholders, mounts, all sorts of stuff, led by the Grand Marshal Zardoz Zord. And as you guys make your way to the fair this evening after the parades, as the sun sets, they're opening up the fairgrounds, which is basically a bunch of tents set up along a huge pier, a T-shaped pier up on the harbor. And as the sun sets, a crowd gathers at the entrance of this pier. You can see the tents. Everything is not lit up. Everything is very quiet. But the crowd is gathering. And before you see a banner that says the Sea Maiden's Fair, and a very tall, probably around 7 foot tall, skinny, rail thin half-orc, dressed in a red coat with a brass sort of cone-shaped voice amplifier. And he's sitting there and he's telling people to step right up, step right up. And as the crowd gathers, the 4 of you make your way up, and I'd like to get each of you to describe your character. Tell us all about your character as you walk up. Let's start with Rachel.
Penny is a little halfling girl who is jumping very high over and over and over again, trying to get a view of what's happening between the people, ducking and dodging and trying to figure out in a very excited manner. She has like a short bob of what seems to be badly dyed, like a light pink. It's since faded. Her roots are growing in, which is like a blondish color. But she has like dark sun skin and a very bright smile and very big eyes. In her kind of rogue leathers that she's managed to scrounge together over the years that are still relatively colorful, of like orange and lavender stripes, and just a little light blue handkerchief around her neck. She is bouncing and eager to see what's happening.
Sweet. Zathro.
Yes. Zathro the Great is what I sometimes call myself when I'm not scrounging around the gutters and looking for spare change. I am a red-skinned dragonborn, a musician. I grew up on the streets of Waterdeep, of course, and was lucky enough to fall in with the Pebblesnatchers at some point, and found a calling not to just survive, but with one day hoping to thrive. And so as to that, I have learned to busk along the docks district, and I managed to procure enough coin to purchase these fine threads that I currently wear. I'm dressed in this beautiful top coat, red, very well taken care of. I essentially guard this thing with my life because I spent all of my money on this outfit. There's a bit of a wispy cloak behind it, and not to mention my silver-plated flute that I carry with me. Aside from that, I have no coin in my pocket, but I do hope to perhaps my fortunes will change here on the docks this day.
Maybe. All right, let's go to Merla. Allison.
Yeah, so Merla is a tall woman, humanoid in shape, but really no features that you can see on her because she's robed and also has like a basket mask on her face. It's kind of like a plate-like structure. Medieval beekeeper outfit, for those wondering. She has a kind of just like white robes, a little like shawl over her shoulders, and an ornate bee clasp that kind of takes the robes and ties them up in the front, and it's like very bejeweled, and goes with some of the other little honey bee related things. She has adornments on her, but otherwise very simple, very plain. She's tallish, and kind of walks with like think of like the hocus pocus ladies, the witches that kind of like stride forward very aggressively. Like she has that kind of a gait to her where she walks forward.
Nice. And you were the proprietor of the
Oh my gosh, it just slipped out of my head. What did I call it?
Mind Your Beeswax.
Mind Your Beeswax.
Nice.
Yes, the Mind Your Beeswax store. So if you want to buy honey or any honey related products in Waterdeep, that is the place to go. It's a little chaotic. I don't know if we'll see it later, but it's there's a lot of like artist vibes, chaos, clutter in her apiary on the top floor.
Nice. And Ty, last but not least.
I am Kali, a youthful kid from up the river, a fisherman. I've got tails to spare. I wear a vest and simple breeches with a purple sash. No one really asks me about the sash, but it makes me look good. I've got a mop of hair on top of my head and dual sickles that I carry at my waist with the fishing pole on my back. But I just enjoy a good time and good stories and hanging out with my friends.
Nice. All right, all of you have made your way from the Mind Your Beeswax, probably located in, we'll say, Southern Ward, probably a half-hour walk down here to the Dock Ward. Dock Ward is usually not the best part of town, but this is sort of, an exception. There's a lot of people here today. And as you wait, you've also come with 3 rapscallions that tend to hang around you, that you've known for some time. Like most kids, they don't want to be like seen hanging out with the adults necessarily, but they definitely came with you. Nat, Jenks, and Squidly, who are sort of hovering here and there, and you'll turn and they're gone, and they'll be back, and they're doing the same thing Penny is doing, sort of trying to get a better view. Squidly's actually trying to climb on Nat's back and like get a better view, and she's like pushing him off. And as the crowd sort of awaits, the only noise is from the barker who's telling everybody to step right up. And then after a bit, once there's a sufficient crowd, he sort of looks over his shoulder as the sun sets below the horizon. You suddenly see two men sort of in the middle of the pier, probably 100 feet from you all. And the man standing there is it's statuesque. He's clad in nothing but red velvet breeches, thigh-high boots, and a red plumed captain's hat. And the man next to him looks a little bit more taciturn, also a more complete captain's outfit. And the man in red sort of looks in your direction, the crowd's direction, says, "Hail and well met, citizens of Waterdeep. I welcome you to the second annual Sea Maiden's Faire. Please enjoy everything we have to offer, scintillating sideshows, games galore, and food from around the realms. Your marshal for this evening is Captain Clar Besham. He'll be starting us off from the Big Top with our featured show, Straight from the Abyss, Doom of Demogorgon. Drink, be merry, and spend lots of coin." And as he says that, there's a flash of smoke, and he's gone. His voice was also magically amplified to reach you guys. But as he says that last part, he disappears in a flash of smoke, leaving Captain Besham, and he, with a twist of his wrists, sort of makes a gesture, and all the lanterns that are lining the pier begin to light up in turn, alternating from yellow to blue, all the way down until the whole place is lit. The front flaps fly off of all the tents at the same time, and they're all illuminated from within. There's food booths, there's game booths, and as he said, the big top at the end of the pier there. And could we see that on the... Let's see if we can
Yep.
bring that up. Cool. I'll bring up the and there's I brought it up in the tactical as well, so you can see get a better view of it. And as you as he says that, the half orc sort of bark at the he sort of gestures and says, "Come on in!" And the people start flooding into along the pier, going to different booths. A lot of them headed for the big top, where the big kickoff show is happening. The kids just bolt in that direction. What are you guys doing?
All right, after them.
Whoa!
We gotta go.
Mind your manners. Don't step on people's toes. Don't reach in their pockets.
Of course, Merla. Of course. No funny business whatsoever, right?
You can be a
Penny,
little
no
funny, but
business.
careful with the other things.
There's music that has started up out of nowhere. There is suddenly, even though you didn't smell it before, a panoply of delicious scents fill your nose. And as you, who's going to the big top for the big show? Is everybody going there, or you can do whatever you like?
I'm gonna follow Penny for sure, wherever she's racing off to.
I think Penny is like stopping at every single tent along the way and like doing a little zigzag down the pier just to see everything.
Sure.
And like plan and route in her head what she wants to do and the maximum potential of fun that everyone can have.
Sure, right?
Kali offers his arm to Merla and says, "I hear they serve elephant's ears here.
Oh,
I'd like to try one.
Do you think they cook them first, or are they all chewy?
I'm hoping they're cooked."
Oh.
I'm willing to
Dusted
try.
in sugar, I hope.
Oh, well,
Ooh.
I'm trying to combine the... We have a sugared fish dish that we make at home. Maybe
Sugar
it's
fish?
like that. It's... Yeah.
I've not
Sugar.
heard of such a thing. Sugared fish.
Yes.
Well, that is...
I'm hoping
Quite
it reminds me of
interesting.
home. But an elephant ear, how could I resist?
Well, that would be big enough for both of us to share then.
Let's try it and then perhaps see what's going on in the big tent. Hmm?
The kids have already bolted towards the big tent, and after, as you're discussing and sort of looking at the different wares, there's cloud candy being offered. There's everything you just mentioned. There's all sorts of food and games in the different booths. But as you're sort of walking around, taking it all in, you also see at the end of the pier is sort of a T shape, and each side has a ring. Above you, you see a hippogriff flying in circles above the pier, and an acrobat on its back just doing flips and such. And she lands to the on the sort of right side pier. On the other T arm, you see a probably 20-foot long, very dangerous looking dinosaur who is just sort of standing there, just watching. And every once in a while, it roars. And near it is a bird that you saw the Grand Marshal riding in the parade. It's an axbeak. It looks really also very dangerous. And it looks like you hear the calls for dinosaur rides. You saw these on the flyers as well. And speaking of flyers, Dave, is there a way we can show those? Here, there's a map thing for those. There we go. If you look at the tactical, I've got two of the posters there.
Lola, do you know what that is? That creature, they call it... It's not an elephant, I don't think. The ears aren't big enough. Although I don't think this is truly an elephant's ear now that I've bitten into it.
Oh dear. No, I mean, actually, have I seen anything like this before? I don't get out of Waterdeep much.
No, none of you have probably seen this thing. The posters called it a razor crest, and the other thing, and it was called Murder Maw. That was the name that was given to it. and the other, the axe beak, was called Chopper. And they were labeled as, they were sort of advertised as exotic creatures from Chult, which is a land far to the south that you've never been to, and who apparently have creatures like these. Holding on to him is a large Chultan man, sort of ebon skinned, nearing 8 feet tall, sort of very shack-like, and he's just sort of standing there waiting for it. You see some people start approaching and giving him money. And as you're sort of taking this all in, Squidly, the little red skinned tiefling boy, comes running back to you. Hey, do you he's looking at each of you. You have 3 gold? That's the admission. That's the admission for the big show. 3 gold.
Yes! Let's go! I got you. I'll like wrap my arms around him and just start hustling over.
Okay, yeah, cool. And
3 gold.
So the plan is we start at the big tent, then we hit the teas, and then we go get food, and then we try the other little games that they have along the pier while we're leaving. But then if we want to end up going back and try something again, then we have time to do that too.
Penny, try some of this Eleventeer. You'll love it.
He looks at you. He looks at you. He's like, okay, yeah, I don't do plans. You know that. Okay.
That's more for everybody. You can do what you like.
Cool. So 3 gold. Puts his hands out.
I will supply him 3 gold.
You give him the 3 gold. You guys go into the big tent, and we'll sort of do an abstract of the show. It is marshaled by the captain that was introduced before, and the show involves basically it is called the Doom of Demogorgon, and the show involves this clockwork man that is ebon skinned. It is called the Ebon Death. Those of you who, if you want to roll me some history, you may do so.
Absolutely. Real quick, I just want to butt in quickly and say thank you for the subscriptions. Great to see you guys. Thank you so much for the support, and also thank you to Anonymous for the $100 donation that just came in. Much
Nice.
appreciated.
Oh my
We are now almost to $600, just like that.
Thank you.
Thank you so
guys.
much. Thank you. Was that you, Doc? Thank you, Doc. Appreciate you.
What we got? for
History, you said.
Yes.
I'm trying to figure out how to roll
Berla
stats on
rolled a
this.
natural 1. That one's easy.
Uh-oh.
Nice.
And I rolled a 2.
I rolled a 16.
All right. This would make sense for Zathro being a bard. And
Yes. Yes.
all. What did Penny get? There we go. Boom.
Oh, did it roll with advantage?
Looks
A
like it
10.
did. Sweet. Yeah, if it rolls with advantage, always take the first die. If you didn't mean to. Cool. Then yeah, Tim actually know, and Zathro, you definitely know. This is supposed to be a famous drow adventure by the name of Drizzt Duorden. It is made of metal, but it is sort of gun-blued and darkened, and it is twirling a couple of scimitars and has ridden in on a mechanical horse. And there is a fight between as he sort of makes, as the story goes, he makes his way through the abyss. He fights these 2 double-headed death dogs, which are actually, like, as you're sitting there, these are actual death dogs, and somehow they've trained them to be defeated, and it makes its way to a Vrock demon, a vulture-headed demon that looks surprisingly real. But those of you who watch the parade and sort of, the adults in the crowd, the kids are falling for it. But those of you who've been around the block, you can tell that this obviously is not an actual demon, although it is large in size. It seems to be a giant vulture that has been put into this mechanical clockwork suit to make it look like it's got legs and its claws are up here, and but it looks really good. And finally, after it defeats the Vrock, the Ebon Death comes up against Demogorgon, and Demogorgon, again, very well done, but is clearly two apes, sort of baboon-like apes, that have been put into a big suit, a clockwork suit, complete with fur and leather-like tentacles, that moves of its own accord, moves it around the arena, and there's this elaborate sort of stage combat between it and the Ebon Death. It's very well done, and ending with its demise at the ends of Ebon Death scimitars.
Question, GM, question.
Yes.
Like, is it like at the Renaissance Fair where everyone has the colored flags of like the knight that's in the jousting tournament? Like, is there like a lot of like crowd interaction happening?
Not much in the way of crowd interaction. There is some sort of like, there's a part where like the Ebon Death looks like he's down, and like the marshal is telling you need to basically encourage him to get him back up, and he sort of gets up, sort of like a Hulk Hogan moment where he's like getting energy from the crowd, and he gets up and defeats Demogorgon. Sort of that's like the climax of the fight. So there's a little bit of crowd interaction. Yes, absolutely.
Amazing.
But when he defeats Demogorgon, like the crowd goes wild. The kids, especially, all the kids, including your urchins, they lose their minds. And it's all at the end sort of dissolves into a smoke. There's like a puff of smoke that billows out, and when the smoke disappears, the Ebon Death stands there by himself, Demogorgon and his corrupt coterie, as the posters call it, are gone, dissolved into nothingness. The crowd applauds. The show's over, and you are free to exit and move about the fairgrounds. I'm going to put up some different maps. If you want to look in the tactical, there are some of the examples of the games.
Oh.
And everyone can each of you can pick a game, and then I'm going to put up some food tents. You can pick a food tent. The food some of the offerings are very exotic, and the rumor is that they have like side effects, but all of this is very mysterious. It's all rumors. There is the map of the games, and here is the map of the food booths.
Whoa. Bronto Biltong.
I love these.
And there's, besides the food and the game booths, there are other sideshows. That was the main feature show. There's also a fortune teller and a bard.
Thank you, Vamp Wickman. Appreciate you.
That will be doing sea shanties. So those are two different paid attractions in the smaller tents. So you let me know what you want to do.
Do you guys actually think that those things are real, though? Like the monsters that the guy faced?
Do you think they're real, Penny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, not like the real ones here, but like real in the world, yeah.
Oh, well.
Maybe like slightly exaggerated, like maybe you have like one less tentacle or something, but like actually feel those things.
I hadn't thought about that.
That is one famous hero that they've created right here before our very eyes. And I have to tell you, Drizzt, Jordan, the blades, the famous blades, those scimitars,
I like
Twinkle
that
and Icing
Like
Death.
famous?
I mean, yeah, very famous, very, very famous. Do you think I could get an autograph? Do you think they can do autographs?
Yeah, probably. I mean, yeah, you're Zathy the Great. You can do anything
That's
you put
true.
your
I
mind
am
to.
Zathro the Great. I could get an autograph.
You
Yes,
should be
I
giving
totally do it.
autographs.
I think Merla reaches into her robe and pulls out a piece of parchment. Like she's got that mom energy. She has like a little bit of everything on her at all times. So she just hands over a piece of parchment and she's like, I don't
Thanks,
have a
Merla.
quill though.
We'll figure something out. We'll figure something out. This is really exciting. Let's play some games. Let's play some games.
Play some games, all right.
I'm going to throw darts.
All right,
Of course you are.
excellent. There is I will pull up that as well. The game booth.
Are we dividing and conquering?
That's up to you.
We should root
I would
each other
like-
The
on.
more games that
Yes,
we
I would
play,
like
the
to
more games
cheer-
that we win.
I want to cheer Kali on with this. And Kali, a little side bet. If you don't manage to, and I doubt you won't, to win the game, let's just say 25 sit-ups. I know you've already done 50 to 100 this morning, but I like watching you do sit-ups. It makes me feel like maybe I'm getting some exercise.
But if you're betting against yourself, can you do 25 sit-ups if you lose?
But look, 5?
All right. Accepted. Wager accepted.
Excellent. The as you head over, there's another game that actually I forgot to put on the booth, but it's called Walk the Plank. So besides the ones that you see there on your screen, there's another one called Walk the Plank. So, but you're headed over to the.
Teddy's gonna go walk the plank at some point.
All right. Yeah, you can each pick a game, and we will do you at the game. All right. You see a man dressed in a blue and white outfit with a foppish cap, and he's got a selection of darts spread out on his counter. As you walk up, and he sees you approaching. Step right up. And he says, 3 darts, 1 gold.
All right. What do I win if I... What's the objective, my friend?
Oh, the objective is you see painted on the behind him on the plank wall at the end of his booth. There is like a lich head. There's like 3 different monsters on there. And he says, the bullseye, and he points to the eyes. Right here, a bullseye will get you a small prize. 2 bullseyes will get you the bigger prize, and 3 bullseyes will get you the largest prize. And the prizes, there is a variety of different prizes that are sort of at the top shelf. There's stuffed animals of the different creatures that you've seen so far at the fair. There are wooden carvings of the same. There are and the nicest prize, the large prize. Some of them are physically large, but what makes them really cool is that they're clockwork versions of what I just described. So like there's a clockwork version of like the dinosaur. There's like a clockwork version of Demogorgon. And those are the top prizes.
Yeah.
But anything you can basically think of is either stuffed, a carved, or a clockwork version of it on the shelves.
Jenks would absolutely love one of those clockwork toys.
Oh, I imagine that any of the
You're gonna
kids
start
would like it.
massaging Polly's arm. You got this. You got this.
All right.
Yeah, on his shoulders, just getting him amped up.
I'll kneel down. Okay.
Yeah. The
All right.
copper. I'm sorry. The game costs a silver for the 3 darts. So.
All right. Let me just.
And we have a boatload of advantages.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
So
use
roll me.
Yes.
Me. You're rolling to
win.
hit. You're looking to hit armor class 20 for the bullseye.
All right. We're going to start off with a natural 20.
Nice.
Oh, hell yeah!
go.
There it is. There it is.
Nice.
Look at this guy.
That's our Polly!
You've won a small prize so far.
All right. Here we go.
Another one.
Yeah. Not so hot. Second time around is a 13.
13. All right. You sort of hit the ear, outside of the ear of one of the creatures.
It wouldn't be a game of
All right.
chance if there was no chance.
Very true. Very
Last
true.
one. You got one more, sir. One more.
There we go.
Kali.
Got it. 22.
Nice. You got 2 bullseyes. 2. That's 2, sir. You get a medium prize. And he points to the shelf with the medium prizes on it. What would you like?
Oh, what's that squid-faced thing with the bald head and the tentacles?
Oh, this right here. Oh, that's good. That's a mind flare. Yes, it's a carved and painted little statue of a
Little
mind
bust.
flare.
I'll take that.
Very good, sir.
Whoa.
Well done, well done. And he looks over your shoulder to the next few people. Step right up, step right up. Anybody else want to do that or do a different game?
Now, how many sit-ups would you have to do if I do better than you?
I can't. He's down on the ground, just like 3, 4. A little help.
I use him
5.
Nice
I
done,
think-
Zathro.
Thanks. I'm getting
You
better
need
at
to
him.
come out with me more.
You,
Once start climbing buildings, you'll get that stamina right up.
you see some random fair goer like watch you for a while thinking you're one of the acts and then just sort of is confused and walks away.
Before they walk away, I'll just jump up and do like a flourish as I notice them watching.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, they give you like a half-hearted applause and then they walk
Yeah.
away.
I'll turn to Penny. All right, you, miss. If you can beat me, I'll do 50 sit-ups.
Okay.
That's 3 bullseyes.
3 in a row.
A very fitness-oriented
All right,
party.
Penny, you doing a dart throw?
Got this. Yeah.
All right,
Just in
let's do it
money.
Yeah,
are you
right.
guys cool if I use 3?
Yeah,
advantages
use them.
on this?
Use all 3 of them. Yep.
All right. So first and foremost, I think I'm adding a +5 to this.
Wow.
Sounds good.
Oh, I've already lost. It's a 19.
Oh no! You hit right sort of on the outside edge of the eye, not quite a
That's in it. That's on it. That's in it.
no, afraid not.
I like pat Collie's shoulder and like try to cover his eyes. I'm like, it's in it. It's in it.
That was so close, though. Come on.
No,
You can.
it's in it. It's fine.
Come on, come on. Get at least 1.
18 plus 5
That'll do it.
is
That's a bullseye.
23.
Hey.
Okay.
You've got a small prize, miss. Small prize. You got 1 more to go.
Oh.
It's bad.
What's
a
up, Bringal?
It barely hits the wall on the back. oh, tough luck. Better luck
You're
next
down.
time, miss. Better luck next
It's a
time.
scam. It's a scam. They've weighted the darts. I swear
I'll
they've
scoop-
weighted the darts. None
I'll
of my
scoop
darts are
Penny
like
up.
this.
I'll scoop
Now,
Penny
now.
up and throw her on my shoulders and then do the sit-ups. Do 25 of them.
It says, "What would you like for your small prize, miss? Small prize for a small lady."
I would like that fluffy thing. That small little fluffy thing that you have right over there.
He goes, "I've got a bunch of small fluffy things. Which one of them would you like?"
Like the dog.
Ah,
dog.
the death
Black,
dog.
like red-eyed with like the
Yes.
tongue and the dog.
All right, he gives you a little stuffed toy of the death dog, double-headed, red-eyed death dog. All right,
Where's Jake?
they're gonna go next. they're like
Oh.
lining up. Squidly's all excited about what you guys just won, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna try." And he gives it a go. He tosses twice. He doesn't get a bullseye. The last one he gets a bullseye, but then the dart falls out of the wall. And he goes, "Oh,
That was-
sorry, young man.
That was a bullseye, friend.
Oh, it fell out. Doesn't count. So sorry."
Rigged! And I shove the dog to Squidly.
And you see Squidly. He's about. You've seen him do this before. But he has a little bit of a temper. And he's gotten in trouble before because of it. But he starts like turning. His face starts spinning up. He was like, "You," and he's about to say a really bad word, and Nat like even though she's deaf, she's seen this before, and she like grabs him from behind and clams her hand over his mouth. And she sort of like points and says she's gonna go get food.
Yeah. I've put the dog in Squiggly's hands.
Okay, all right. He kind of he calms down a little bit, but he's not very happy. All right, who else of you who has not tossed wants to play a game? There are the games that are listed, and also walk the plank, as I said.
Merla, what would you like to play?
Sorry.
Go ahead, Merla.
Oh, I was gonna say, is Nat heading out to get food right now?
Yeah, she's sort of like pulling. She's sort of diffusing Squidly and trying to like go stuff something in his mouth.
Okay, I'll go with the two kids.
Okay.
Find a game with them, but we can sidebar me if someone else is gonna go.
Sure. Zathra, would you like to play a game or get food?
Yes,
Let's go through the games first, and then we'll do.
Yes, I would like to play Burst My Bubble.
All right. Well, as you go by, I can tell you, I'll give you a brief description as you're sort of walking by these different booths. Burst My Bubble looks a lot like the dart throw, but instead of targets painted on the back of the wall, there are these clearly magical spheres or bubbles that are just floating at the back wall, and you can just make out something in the bubbles, like perhaps a token or a small prize of some kind. Inside each bubble, but they're sort of opaque, so you can't really tell what's in them. And the same sort of setup. You'd have to throw a dart and pop one of them to win the prize inside. The others, some of the others are not prize based. Some of them are just pure gambling. So you put some money in, roll some dice, and maybe win money or lose money. There is there's a Tug Toll, which is a 10-foot tall post with a heavy brass ship's bell at the top. And it's attached to a thick rope by a pulley system. And it's clear you can see some people, doing it. It looks like you have to ring the bell, and it's very heavy. But if you do, you win prizes.
And does it include prizes of coin?
Not Tug Toll. Tug Toll is the only ones that are pure gambling are Rising Tide, and I think that is it. Yeah, Rising Tide is the only one that is just a pure gambling one.
I'm gonna
what's that?
Go ahead.
And the last one that I'll describe is Walk the Plank. There's on the planks of the pier. There's drawn in chalk 6 rows of 18 they're like a miniature dock on the like behind the counter, and there's like little clockwork figures, and there's like chalk squares, and there's basically 6 rows of 18 little squares with the figure at the end of one, and you can see people playing it, and you get the gist of it. It looks like you have to roll a d6 3 times.
Okay.
And if you get to the 18th square without going over, you win the grand prize, which is a ship in a bottle replica of the Faire's flagship, the Eyecatcher. If you go over, you lose, and 3 players play at once, and whoever gets the closest to the 18th square without going over wins a prize.
Oh, we've got to play this one. We've got to do Walk the Plank. Please.
Here's my bet. If you win, I'll cover the fee.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what if I lose?
Then you pay your own fee.
Oh.
And you do 5 sit-ups, because now I'm accustomed
5? Okay, Merla. I know there's a teachable moment here, but my abs are killing me.
It's not actually teachable, it's just funny.
Oh, well, I'm glad that everyone is having fun at my abdominal muscles expense. Here we go. Let's do this.
There's a payoff at the end.
Yes, I suppose there is. All right, let's do Walk the Plank. Does anybody want to do it?
Yeah. I'll join. Penny's all up for some fun.
All right.
right.
You said there's 3 can do it at the same time.
3 can do it at the same time. Actually, up to
Marla?
6 can do it at the same time. There'll be random people, but 3 is the minimum for playing.
She's been hanging back this whole time, like all these games. She's like a little intimidated by them, but if you pull her in, she won't fight you.
Come on, Marla. And I'm going to grab her arm and sort of
All right.
I don't know. All right.
It'll be good for you. It'll be
It's
fun.
really nice.
We'll have a laugh. It'll be good.
All right.
And you're very lucky. I'm sure you have like more than 18 bees. I'm sure that is something, right? That helps.
That's true.
The carny behind the counter says, "Step right up. That's three of you. That'll be a silver each. Come on up." And he gives you each a blocky wooden 6-sided die.
Now I have a question.
And he assigns each of you a little like clockwork figure that will be your figure that will move once you tell it how far to move. So
I have a question.
Yes.
Can we use our advantages, and how many advantages do we currently have, Rachel?
We currently have 7.
Okay. I would like to use 1 if I can. on
okay,
the-
yeah, absolutely. You can re-roll one of your d6 per advantage. Yeah.
Okay. Sweet.
Done.
All right. Your goal is to get 18 on the square, or just not go over 18 before anybody else does.
Okay.
All right.
Here we go.
Do we roll 1d6 at a time, or do we roll all 3?
Let's roll one at a time.
Okay. We're trying to get 18, a total of 18, right?
That's the best. That's the best result.
That's the
Yes.
best. Okay. All right.
Thanks.
I got a 5.
Okay.
3.
All right. One. All right. And the stranger playing next to you has got a 4. With those results, without the guy doing anything, the little mechanical clockwork figurines that each of you are assigned move that many spaces. So 4 for this person, 5 for Zathro, and onwards. All right. Let's roll again.
I'm going to use my advantage on this one.
Okay.
Friends, come on.
Oh, I got a
Another
6.
one.
Nice.
4.
Went from a 2 to a 6.
All right. All right. Same thing. The little figurines move that many spaces. All right.
How does our buddy do the random?
Got 2 more spaces, so they've moved 6 spaces
Okay.
total. All right.
What's taking you all so long? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
I'm trying.
You're doing great, Penny. I'm just giving you a hard time because I'm winning. If I was losing, I wouldn't be giving you a hard time.
All right. You can roll your third die.
Oh. I rolled a 1. I got cocky.
I rolled a 4.
Marla tries to use it as a teachable moment. She's like, overconfidence will get you in trouble. And then she similarly like rolls her dice very nonchalantly and rolls a 2. She's like, as I said.
All right. What do we got
Fortune
for
favors the
total so
bold.
far?
So Zathro's at 12, Penny's at 6, Marilla's at 9, and the stranger was at 6 as well before this roll.
Yes, he is now at 9. And the proprietor, the carney goes, all right, so far it looks like Zathro is going to win a prize, but you can still try for the grand prize if you get the 18. And he's looking at you, Zathro. For an extra copper, you can roll another die.
Do it.
Yeah? You think I should?
If you do it, I pay your fee.
That's true. Okay, I'll do it.
All right. If you get a 6
should
here, that
totally
means
use
you win
an
the grand
advantage.
prize.
And I'll use an advantage if I need to.
All right.
Here we go. I'm going to use that advantage.
All right.
Come on.
Oh, I got a 4.
All right. Well, you won the round. You won the round. Unfortunately, did not get the grand prize, but you did get a prize.
Oh.
What would you like?
Is it a similar array as the other?
Similar array as the other places.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is it possible for me to minor illusion the dice to look like it landed on a 6?
Sure. If you wish to try that, you can.
Yeah!
All right.
What a rascal.
All right. Tell you what. You can roll initiative with the Carney to see if you do it before he looks at the die.
Okay. Come on.
Can I also use prestidigitation to do like a little sparkly effect on the die as it lands on the 6?
Sure.
Nice.
Okay, I have a +3. So I'm just gonna roll a d20.
I'll just turn and do a bow. Not even like paying attention to
17.
17. Nice. You definitely
17.
got it off before. Let's see if he notices. He does not notice you cast anything. You minor illusion it to look like a 6 briefly. Oh, grand prize winner! Grand prize winner!
Thank
He
you.
rings a bell. Ding 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 ding.
I run up to Zathro and kick the dice as I go and go, yeah!
Oh, I can't believe it. The luck, the fortune.
How fortunate!
No more sit-ups.
Well done, sir. He reaches up the top shelf, and it's like the biggest thing, most fragile thing, but it's pretty cool. It is a ship in a bottle featuring the Faire's flagship, which looks like the other 2 ships that are moored at the end of the T pier, but it's a little bit more elaborate. It's purple and green with gold accents and blue and white striped sails. It's pretty badass. And how'd they get in the bottle in the first place?
That's beautiful. How do you imagine that they sailed this in here? Is it magic?
Must be magic, sir. I don't know.
Where do you find such a beautiful artifact?
He says these are all made by our master smith, who makes all those clockwork wonders and such.
Master Smith. I would like to meet this Master Smith someday.
Oh, unfortunately, he's a bit of a recluse. He stays to the eye catcher, and he sort of looks out into the harbor. You see that the 2 boats that are moored here are the Heartbreaker and the Hellraiser. The eye catcher is about a quarter mile out into the harbor, and that's the flagship, and that's where he is. He's there's like strangers applauding you. You've got like the nicest prize available.
Merlin looks to the 4th guy that was playing with us. What's his reaction to all this?
He's just like, he looks like could be probably a commoner or a sailor, and he's just sort of like, oh, well done, yeah, good job.
She hands him a tiny little jar of honey, like a sample size jar, and she's like, sweet luck next time.
Oh, thank you, miss.
That's a prize by in and of itself, sir.
Does it have like a little label?
It does.
With your shop name on it.
It does, tied on with the string.
Nice. And he shows it to his partner. He's like, look, check this out. I still want something. There's the crowd dissipates after a bit, but you've got it says eye catcher in really, really teeny print, like a script on the side of the ship. And the figurehead is this beautiful gold plated woman sort of coming out of the prow of the ship. It's pretty cool.
I'll sidle up to Zathro and give you yours 1 silver and 2 coppers because you won.
Thank you. Yes, and I couldn't have done it without all of your encouragement. And I can't believe it. Did you see that? I needed a 6.
It was really
Got
cool.
a 6. Yeah, it was great. It was like the fate was shining down upon me, just smiling.
The
Why don't
gods
you have a
love you.
boat?
What can you say?
Boat
Well
inside
done.
of a
Well
big
done.
jar.
Would anybody else like to play or go to a food stand?
We better find the kids.
Yeah, I think I had Nat and Jenks. I don't remember who was going with Nat, but I wanted to take the kids to try to play a game.
Okay. Well, he had played the dart throw. Squidly had. And Nat had sort of taken him away to go stuff something in his mouth while you
That's what
guys
it was.
played this game. So that's what they're doing at
Okay.
the moment.
Alright.
Would you guys like to find a food or go to a one of the sideshows or play another game? It's up to you.
Ooh.
Oh, this has made me hungry.
I agree.
Mhm. Let's
I
grab
agree.
some food and then maybe catch a sideshow.
Sure.
Yes.
The day is
Alright.
young.
Can we ride a dinosaur? Wait, no. The lady that does the acrobat in the sky. The acrobatics. I want to be her.
I figured you'd want to ride the dinosaur, Penny.
Can I have both?
Of course.
All
But first,
right.
food.
You
First
know,
food.
Penny,
I put them
if-
up on the tactical so you can see the food.
If we were to maybe someday, I don't know, join the fair, you could ride dinosaurs and swing from invisible trapeze every day. I mean, we could be part of something like this someday.
Now, Zarthor, I thought you were
That's a
working.
really good time.
I thought you were working on your street busking. Are you running
Well,
off
I
to
mean-
join the circus?
I mean, I don't presume to think that I'm ready yet.
We're
But maybe when they
talented
come
enough.
back in 2 years from now, I mean, they were here 2 years ago, weren't they? Was it 2 years since they've been here?
This is the
Seems
second
like
year. Second year.
yesterday.
This is the second year. It was last year. So maybe they'll keep coming back. I mean, if business is good, and then maybe they'll be recruiting and they'll notice that I rolled a 6. They'll remember that. They'll maybe see my flourishes and I can maybe play my flute for the guy in the red plumed hat. I mean, anything's possible, Merla. You've told me that a million times.
It is true. It is true.
When we go to get Drit's autograph, you know, if we get up, if we start to make ourselves recognizable, so the next time we come back, they'll be like, oh, it's the two that got the autograph. Oh, I wonder if they're really talented and would like to join the circus with us.
I
What about you,
definitely think
Kali?
we should eat something before making such decisions.
Of course.
Yes,
It's
never
be
start a business on an
practical.
empty stomach. That's what I've learned. That's how I
Right.
ended up with my first job.
Hold on, let me write that down.
Imagine that if you join the circus with us, we're on ships all the time, so you can do all of your little fishing.
Well, yeah. I'm more of a river fisherman, though.
Oh, you're not an ocean. Okay, that's maybe there's lots of rivers along the ocean. I don't know.
Do you swim, Cully?
Yeah, yes, of course.
Hmm.
I practically grew up in the water, jumping in, climbing out, jumping in, climbing
Is that
out.
why your toes are webbed?
My toes aren't webbed.
What?
No, they're not.
When was the last time you looked at your toes?
These are
In
sandals,
a
my
minor
friend.
illusion, his toes to be webbed.
Oh my God!
I told you.
When did that happen?
The power's gone to her head.
It fades very quickly.
You see me checking my toes all evening long now.
All right,
I have to keep re-upping it every minute.
we getting food? We going to the
Mhm.
sideshow? What are we?
I want
Let's
an
get food.
MLT. I
Yeah,
want
what's
an
an
MLT.
MLT?
Yes.
Oh, MLT. You step up to the MLT booth at the guy behind the counter is like, oh, step right up, mutton, lettuce, and tomato. And he points to a contraption that seems to be slicing like the side of mutton really thinly, extremely thinly. And he's like,
What's-
we get the mutton nice and lean. And
Yes.
he's like, would you like one?
Amelia, you want to share one?
Oh, sure. Sounds
Yes.
nice.
One, please.
All right. MLT sandwich. It's a hearty sandwich. It's a big sandwich. And that's 1 silver for the thin sliced mutton with lettuce, tomato, wrapped in a warm flatbread.
Mm.
Oh, I
I'm
like
also
this.
gonna get one for myself.
There's
All
plenty
right.
to share, Penny.
And
if you
he
wanna
sort of-
save your silver.
He sort of gives you a little history lesson as he's making it for you. This is a specialty food of Lantan. A Lantanese chef invented a rotary clockwork that, as you see here, this knife contraption cut the tender mutton into nice and lean slices. He holds one up, and in fact, you can almost see through it. And he stacks it real big and puts it in front of you.
It's the size of my face.
It is. It is.
So happy. So you said it's from Lantan. Is like everything here in the circus from Lantan? Because you have the monsters, right? The creatures.
Oh well, yes. Our master clockwork smith. He's a Lantanese gnome. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he's from Land 10. He's the best there is from Land 10. That's why he works for Master Zord.
Oh, he works for Master Zord. Master Zord doesn't work for him.
Oh no. Master Zord is the Grand Marshal, the captain of the fleet.
Mm.
So that's what you want to taste of this?
Yeah, I would.
Here.
Where's Master Zord from? Where?
We hail from Luskin.
All of you?
To the north.
Yes.
Most of us.
We used to trade with Luskin. Fresh river fish downstream.
Oh yes, no doubt. Yes, most of us.
Pirate place a little while ago.
Well, there's a little pirate in all of us, Penny.
Pirates?
You're so right.
Oh no, we don't use that word around here. No. That's in the past.
Sounds like Bravo to me.
All right.
Scandalous.
As you leave the MLT, where would you like to go next?
Cake. Yeah, cake. I can do cake.
Someone or seed cake. I want some cake.
I did extra sit-ups already today.
All right.
So
Penny
did
has
I.
already demolished the sandwich.
On the way.
Merla tips the wicker basket over her face up a little bit, like a little garage door opening, and feeds the sandwich into the bottom of the basket.
Excellent. As you guys walk towards the Solar Seed Cake booth, you pass by the dart throw again, and I'm putting up a thing in the tactical.
Oh.
And you see, that's the scene you see as you walk by. He's the proprietor is trying to get people to play, and he sees you again. He's like, another shot, and you see that.
Squidly wins.
I'll keep him distracted and be like, did you know that you have some of the most beautiful blue eyes that I've ever seen?
Oh well, miss, you're flatterer. Are you trying to get a discount?
No, I wouldn't.
And as Squidly is like turning around to go out the back, he makes some noise, and the guy turns around. Hey, what are you doing? And he chases, sort of like goes to kick at Squidly, and Squidly like dodges out of the way and runs out of the tent. You see all three kids start running in, laughing as they run down the pier. And the guy's just beat red as he like looks in the direction, and he looks at what Squidly wrote, and some of the stuff like dropped from his like in the commotion. Some stuff dropped, and he's like huffing and puffing and picking up the prizes, and he looks up at you. He goes, "Are they with you?" What?
Yeah,
Where'd you go?
Around, sees Squidly, and she instantly is just gone.
Waterdeep is full of these urchins. It's part of business, I'm sure you understand.
Yes, I thought they were with you for earlier.
We treat our urchins kindly. It's just sort of the culture here.
He goes, well, he goes over and starts trying to wipe away the chalk.
Sir, let me help you. I'm so sorry.
No, I've got it. Thank you, sir.
it.
Thank you. Oh, well, all right. Oh, thank you. Step right up.
I'm gonna also prestidigitate his teeth so that they're like sparkling white, just gleaming
All right.
white.
Yeah, they're a little. This guy looks to have been around the block some.
Yeah.
You guys can give me an insight check.
Keep smiling, sir.
I'm going to play once more.
Oh, you want to do another dart throw?
I will do 3 more darts, please.
All right. He puts them up, takes your silver.
3 insight.
All right.
12 insight.
16.
All right. Merla, well, first off, what would Kali get?
I'm throwing. I'm not inciting.
Okay. Oh, awesome. Merla, you get what you get from this guy is that, and you've heard the rumors. This guy might have been a pirate at some point in his life. He's an older gentleman, obviously. His teeth are rotted, and he seemed to have a really hard time putting that smile back on after he got mad at what Squidly did. He might have some anger issues, or it seems like the smile is very put on. Is what you get. Sort of.
Okay. Merla clocks this, and
Okay.
I think everyone who's familiar with her like recognizes her stance. Like she puts her hands on her hips and kind of just juts one hip out and just tilts her head a little bit, and she's sussing this guy. She's always suspicious of people who are kind of picking on those weaker than them. So
Indeed.
she's got the I'm watching you stance.
Got it. Excellent. All right. Kali, you want to make some throws at silver piece for 3 more tries?
I do.
All right.
I have paid my silver. Watch me, friends. Watch me. I am not using advantage on the first throw.
You got this. You got this.
That's a 15.
Oh, just off the nose.
Okay. I did well with 2 last time. I have 2 left. I will use advantage this time. Ooh, that is 20 on the dot.
Nice. 1 bullseye.
Woo!
Small prize. You have 1
Small
more
prize.
left, sir.
Small prize to
Come
medium
on, Kali.
prize. 1 more.
Can
with
I give him
advantage.
I'm gonna give him bardic inspiration.
Ooh,
Sure.
You've
Very
got
well,
this,
very well.
Kali. You are my hero.
is that a D4?
That is a D6.
Ooh. And I will not use advantage. I will go with the straight roll. Ooh. Oh, 19.
Oh, so close, sir. Looks like the small prize it is. What would you
Well,
like?
that small orb creature with the eye stalk sticking out of it, please.
Ah, yes, the stuff beholder. It's about a palm-sized stuff beholder. He hands it to you. Well
I like
done,
it.
well done.
Thank you. Well, you know, I have good days and I have average days.
All right.
And ain't that life, Colin? Ain't
That is life. That is
Is that a
life.
teachable
baby.
moment, Merla? Another teachable moment?
I mean, all of life is, dear. I think it just depends on what you want to learn.
I just learned something from you, dear.
Every day, right? An everyday occurrence.
Yes.
All right.
I want to go gamble.
Merla just kind of gestures
is
and he like
Toto?
learning many things, many possibilities.
All right. We're gonna go.
Oh, Rising Tide. That's
Rising
it.
Tide, excellent. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. You step up to the Rising Tide booth. All right. The booth Carney explains to you. You roll 6d6. He hands you the die if you want to play. 3 of a kind wins a small prize. 4 of a kind wins a medium. 5 of a kind wins a large. 6 of a kind wins the extra large.
Don't mind if I do. You're gonna have to bear with me as I roll 66. Oh wait, I can do it all at once. I've learned. Oh! 4! 4 threes!
4 threes? Nice.
4 threes!
4 of a
Wow.
kind. That's a medium prize.
Nice.
What would you like?
Do they have like very similar prizes from every
Yes.
actually?
This would be the medium prize would be like a wooden articulated little figurine of anything you can think of, probably.
I want the little wooden head of the axe beak, and the beak has like the tiniest little hinges.
Yep.
That kid.
Yep.
That can
He's got
move.
that. Yep. He hands that over to you. Congratulations, miss.
Thank you. I love gambling. She puts it in her bag.
Oh, no.
Merla just kind of puts a hand to the wicker basket and she's like, wrong lesson, but okay.
Life lessons everywhere. Mine is that I love gambling. Let's go to the acrobat.
All right.
Mhm.
Yes.
As you
Acrobat.
start heading towards the hippogriff, with the where the acrobat is. There's like little barkers that are like walking about, and they're like telling you over here is this, over here is that. This is Ktyria, the acrobat, and Tailwind is the name of the hippogriff, is what you sort of learned as you've walked around. And they not only do they offer shows. So the show is free. You can watch her doing all these tricks. But in between shows, you can take a ride for a silver piece. You can take a ride on the hippogriff.
Whoa.
And as you're walking in that direction, as you're walking towards it, now at this point, you guys have been here for a while now. The sun is well past set. It's dark out, but all the lights, the fair itself is well lit with all these magical lights. There's dancing orbs as well. As you walk towards the T part of the pier, Nat and Squidly come running up to you, and Squidly starts to basically runs into Merla and like pulls at your robe and says,
What's going on?
Jenks is missing. Jenks is missing.
Oh, when's the last time you saw him?
We found this thing. You want to? I'll show it to you. I mean, it'd probably take less time if I just showed it to you.
Do you have it on you?
Yeah.
Well, no. You just have to come see.
All
Very
right, let
well.
me get everyone.
Let's go. Let's go.
You see, even the normally unflappable Nat has a worried look on her face as well. And they lead you back towards the entrance of the pier. And you notice this as you walked in. This is not uncommon, but like there are steps that lead off from the main pier down to like underdocks that are used by like local fishermen and that sort of thing. And they sort of lead along the quay, stretching all along the harbor. And the kids lead you down the stairs there. And just outside of the periphery of the light shed by the carnival lanterns, as you go basically down below, the grand pier is over 10 feet off the water. These underdocks are basically on the water. They're like a foot off the water at the most. So you have to go down the stairs and you get on these underdocks, and it's dark down there. But you see, they're like pointing, they're like leading the way. And they're like, see, look at that. Just outside the periphery of the light shed by the carnival lanterns, you see a freestanding, colorful wooden booth with glass windows on 3 sides sitting on one of the underdocks. And this is where we will change scenes. And this is what you see.
The mist.
Yeah. Zoltan.
Uh-oh.
If it doesn't come up, I will pull up a tactical version of
Looks
it.
great.
No, it looks so good.
This looks a little creepy, I'm not gonna lie.
As you walk up, you see this wooden and glass booth with this looks like a clockwork figure inside.
Where's the child?
You don't see Jenks anywhere. And he says, see, and he points to the little slot where it says insert coins. And he says, we saw this thing, we came down and we were putting stuff in it, and it like you put a coin in it and it'll like give you a little like fortune. It comes out of here. And he points to the horizontal slot.
All right. Well, that all sounds correct. What happened when?
Well, I got bored, and so I wanted to go back and play some more games, but Jenks was really interested, and so he stayed behind. He said he'd catch up, and then so we left him, and then he never came, so we went back, and he was gone, and we found that, and he points to you see on the dock next to the booth, you see Jenks's little familiar, his stuffed owlbear that he named Hootie, and it is just hanging out on the ground.
Hootie?
Well, he would never leave that.
No. Yeah, that's his dude. That's his familiar.
reach
I
down and
immediately
grab
examine-
Foodie. I'm gonna
And I
pick
examine
Foodie
the
up.
water off the dock, the area.
Anybody who
all
wants to
around.
roll me an investigation?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Merla's looking into the whatever
Cool.
terrain
Alright.
is here for footprints.
17.
17.
18. Sorry, 18.
All right.
20.
11.
17.
All right. All of you except for Kali see something of note. You see a couple things. The docks themselves are kind of rickety and they're only like 5 feet wide or so. There's some local like rowboats that are docked nearby. But you see the Hootie who's laying there. You also see right in front of the booth, the machine, this strange booth, there's a small paper card on the ground. And printed on one side is the word Zoltan in fanciful script. And on the other side is printed in the same script, "Speak your greatest wish now and it will come to pass."
What?
Do you guys know what your greatest what his greatest wish would be?
Or what Jenks's greatest wish would be?
Oh. Well, he loved magic, so probably something to do with his passions.
To be a great wizard? Great sorcerer?
He often said he wanted to be a powerful wizard.
He talks incessantly about magic all the time. It wouldn't be unlikely for Jenks to wish himself to be some famous wizard.
I haven't heard of them yet.
Those of you who got a 17, I think some of you got 17 or higher. You also notice a couple things. You notice on the dock a little bit further away, on one of these underdocks, you notice his toy wand.
Oh no!
Right where the dock ends, and
does Jenks know how to swim?
I don't know. We never go swimming. We don't go swimming in here, certainly.
I feel like there's a teachable moment here. Merla?
Well, the lesson is don't leave Jenks alone, apparently.
Especially
I'm
with
gonna
an
drop my
errant
gear.
wish at hand.
I'm going to drop my gear and dive into the water.
Oh, I guess he
Feel
does
around.
swim.
Okay, yeah,
I
all
was
right.
about to do that. Okay.
It's dark. It's cold, and it is very murky. You can feel, the gross on the leg of the pier, but you can't see anything in the dark water.
I wish I would have had an opportunity to warn Kali about the sewage system here in Waterdeep, and I'm
No.
afraid there's a Constitution saving throw at play at some point here.
The thing. What's the whoa? You can do
Who
with the whoa.
Press to digitate?
Yes.
I could clean the poo right off of him.
For all,
You're right.
For all of our sakes, please.
Mhm.
Yeah, yep. You feed him up.
I can't find him.
Are there any
Okay,
ships
okay.
in the horizon? Like anything that? I mean, they couldn't have gotten too far if it was a ship.
No,
Can
you don't see
anything?
any. You only see the ships that are moored on the big T pier and the one out in the harbor. Everything else is small rowboats that are like docked to those underdocks here. But you would see a vessel traveling away. If it was nearby, you don't see anything like that.
You know what strikes me as strange here is why would the Sea Maiden's Faire, with all the pomp and celebratories, have this random Zoltan contraption hidden in the underdocks like this? I mean, if it's
You're leaving
seriously
kidnapped
granting
Kate.
wishes, kidnapped? You think he's been kidnapped?
Why else would he willingly leave Hootie and his wand?
Because he wished himself to become a famous wizard, and he no longer needed a stuffed animal.
And him being forcibly taken, and he became a very powerful wizard and just banked out?
Well,
I'm
read the card.
50-50.
50-50. Okay, calm down. Deep breaths. I'm not panicking. You're panicking. It's fine. We'll find him.
The whole
I'm gonna take the
time.
gold out of my pocket, and I'm gonna put it into the Zoltan machine.
All right. And you know the kids didn't have gold pieces or anything like that. They had like copper nibs at the most on them. You put a gold piece in there, and as soon as the coin drops into the belly of the machine, the underlying clockwork mechanism begins to whir. The glass sides of Zoltan glow red and seem to look right at you. The hinged jaws open and close in a parody of speech, and its hands move in fits and starts and soon come to rest upon the crystal ball, while the mist inside the ball begins to swirl and continues to emanate an eerie bluish glow. It lasts about 15 seconds or so, at the end of which a small paper card drops out of the horizontal slot at the bottom of the front of the machine.
Be careful, Penny. Be very careful.
Do not
I'm
wish
not
to be a
gonna
wizard.
say anything else until I read it, and it might not say anything after either. I will shakily flip the card.
Flip the card over. Roll me a d20.
Ooh. 4.
A 4. You flip it over, and in the fanciful script it says, "A problem you don't even remember causing just got a lot worse."
I don't think I had to say anything, guys!
What does it say? What does it say? What does it say?
A problem you don't remember causing has just gotten a whole lot worse.
That's a rotten fortune. I mean,
That's terrible. That's not a good investment at all.
What have I done? She
What
starts
have
having
you
an
done?
existential crisis, just like leaning over and staring at the dock, just trying to think of everything in her life she's ever done that's been wrong, which is a lot of things.
Now, Penny, don't let it get to you. I mean, there's good and there's bad, right? Kali is always talking about balance and the good in everything.
Right.
Even a bad fortune can have some good in it.
You see Squidly. Squidly's like, "Look, yeah," and he like reaches into his to his belt, and he pulls out one of those cards, and he says, "This is the one I got."
What you get?
you're just telling us now?
He's like, "Oh, well, we were
You
all
buried
we
the
were all
lead.
putting coins in it. I mean, it's just you can put a coin. You put a coin in it. See what you get."
All
He
right,
says-
fine.
Well, what
Tell
did
us
you
what
get
you
first?
His says, "It's not whether you win or lose; it's how you place the blame."
Is that a teachable moment?
Sounds like one.
I was following along until I got to the end part.
Oh,
Well, I'm
fine.
not
I'll try
sure
it.
Entirely,
I'll
it
put one
has
in.
to do with Jank's disappearance.
I
I
agree.
don't know, but it's fun.
It's kind of fun too, yeah.
I'll give it a go, Jose.
Okay, roll me a d20.
All right. 19.
19. It's same thing. It whirs. It looks eerily at you somehow. And as soon as it ends, the card flops at the bottom, and it says Zoltan on one side, and on the other side it says, "If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, bring friends."
Oh. It's good advice.
Mhm. Mhm.
Merla, while
Reminds me
Zathra
of
is
when we
doing
first met.
Oh, Penny. I'll just give her a hug. It's going to be okay.
while this cute moment is happening, Merla's looking around the back of the machine to see if there's anything weird about this machine.
Now, you can roll me investigation and/or Arcana.
While you're doing that, I'll put in a coin as well.
Okay, roll me.
That's
a
the
I'm
d20.
going to put in a
Cully.
coin, Merlin. Watch for something.
All right. 14.
14 on your investigation. Would you roll investigation or Arcana?
Investigation.
It looks to be extraordinarily well built. It doesn't seem to have like a smudge of dirt on it, and it is almost surpasses the stuff you've seen at the fair. As wonderful as the clockworks are at the fair, this thing is like a step above in terms of craftsmanship. Like the face looks very realistic.
That's creepy.
I wonder if they forgot to bring it up. I got a 12 on my ticket.
12. If you find the key to success, make sure you use it before someone changes the lock.
I can understand this.
All right. Well, I didn't want to be the only person that didn't do it. Merla goes over and puts a copper in.
See? Squid like, see? It's pretty
It just, I get it now. I get it.
Roll me a d20.
All right. That is a 14.
14. Goes to the whole motions, and after a bit, card
She
drops
stares at it
out.
the whole time. Like,
It
just
stares
stares
back.
right at it.
Yeah, it stares back. You have this really, really uncanny feeling that this is not that it is staring at you, like it's not just what it appears to be. And you get the card. You flip it over. It says, "Be the mouse who laughs at the cat, but make sure there is a hole nearby first."
Oh, mine's all right.
I mean, it's very sage advice.
I'm gonna
I
knock
take
on the
that
glass. I'm gonna rap on the glass. Hey, so
What about you, Nat?
Right, very sturdy
Well, we're
glass.
What about you, Nat? Or did you do one? I'll kind of get down on a knee and look at Nat.
Nat, yeah, she nods. She pulls hers out. It says, "A handful of patience is worth more than a bushel of brains, unless you're a mind flayer."
Oh, that's what this is.
Terrifying.
she
That
just
is
kind of shrugs
terrifying.
her shoulders.
I offer the Mind Flayer statue that I won
To who? To Nat?
in that.
She takes it. She puts it in her
I put
pocket.
on her little ticket, Mind Flayer.
And she looks at Zoltan and she looks at you, and her eyes narrow a little bit. Doesn't know what to make of this.
Shrewd.
I think, kind of doing what Merla did of looking around it, does there seem to be any sort of like access hatch?
No.
Or is it just like completely.
The craftsmanship is such that you don't see any seams as far as like how this thing might open or anything like that.
All right.
Let's move it. Let's try and move it.
I know what
Yes,
to
I was
do.
thinking the same thing.
She's gonna draw her short sword and like ready to swing.
Whoa, wait, 1 second, Penny, 1 second.
I don't think we can afford
No,
to
we're
replace
not gonna bust it open.
It looks
No, not yet.
expensive.
I mean,
Let's-
yeah,
let's
who's
see
here
if-
to take it?
Who's doing what?
Well, let's try to move it, Cully. Yes?
Yeah. Let's move it.
Okay. You guys push on it?
Yeah,
Yep.
we're gonna push it.
Sure.
Just try
Uh,
and turn it.
You push on
Done
it.
more
it-
push-ups.
It doesn't budge. You're putting your back into it. It does not budge.
Now, I'm not the strongest physically, but it seems bolted or fixed to the surface somehow.
You are very strong, Cully. Very strong.
I'm quick.
You're quick and strong.
The boots itself is like 2 feet on each side and about maybe 6.5 feet tall or so.
If anybody could move this contraption, it would be Cully. So I would like to put forth that we go back to the sword idea.
Sword idea? I like that idea. I will pick up the wand really quick because I don't know if we did pick up the wand. I know we picked up Foodie.
Yep, you pick up his wand. Yep.
If we
The wand in my
smash
belt.
this, are we liable to pay for it?
Not if we don't stay
Not
here.
if we're not found out. I'll swing.
It's true.
Who's swinging a sword?
It's me. I'm swinging a short sword.
All right.
I'm gonna
You
stand
swing your
back.
short sword into the Zoltan booth, and it just bounces off. Ding. Doesn't even make a dent.
Ooh.
Okay,
Not a
Sturdy.
chip of paint.
that's weird. That's weird, right? Everyone can agree that that's weird, and that a sword should be able to damage and at least scratch something. I have a good
It's-
sword. I
It's
do have a good
magical.
sword, right? I have a good sword.
Could
It's
be.
magical. Do you think it's magical?
It's
I do.
definitely magical.
I
Look at it.
do. Yeah.
Maybe if we just
Am I
ask,
undiscerning
could we ask it a
eye?
question?
I tried
Perhaps.
to get its attention. I knocked on the glass and I said its name.
I will give me. Do you have another coin, Kali? Do you have another coin?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
What do you want here? Copper?
Yes, that's fine. That's fine.
There you go.
I'm gonna go up to. I'm just gonna tap the glass and just say,
Okay.
Mr. Zoltan, sir. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am Zathro the Great. I'm sure you've heard of me. But nevertheless, we are looking for a friend of ours. Perhaps in all of your immense omniscience, you might know where our friend Jenks has gone to, and I'm going to put the coin into the slot.
Okay. You put the coin into the slot. Roll me a d20.
Maybe also
Ooh.
talk to him while he's moving.
You put the coin in. It starts going through its movement. Eyes glow red. The hands get put onto the crystal ball. Would you get?
A 2?
A 2. You get the fortune that pops out, and you turn it over, and it says, "If you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there."
Ah, that seems very insightful.
This means something.
Yeah.
I think it does.
Yeah.
I'm 50-50 that it doesn't. She's going to just. I think she's gonna say, "Have we? I mean, you hit it, Penny. I don't think anyone's put anything magical on it yet, correct?"
Correct.
All right, so let's try this. And she's going to, like, I guess, just like snap her fingers and cast Produce Flame. She's like, I usually use this to smoke out the bees, but this will have to do. And she's going to fling magical fire at the Zoltan booth.
Okay, you sling magical fire at it. It hits the Zoltan booth and dissipates as soon as it does. There is
Whoa.
not a mark on the booth.
Is that supposed to happen, Merla?
Usually doesn't.
Okay. So everything we're doing is wrong, and I think we should go talk to someone that might know something about it, like maybe the master craftsman. If we can talk to him, we can make this very urgent. We can be very angry that a child has gone missing at the fair, and that they could be held accountable if we don't find them.
It is
They're on
bad
the ship.
publicity.
In the
It's
distance,
very
yes.
bad publicity. We can make a very, very big deal about it, and maybe get some interns, and maybe get something rolling.
Well, maybe there's a guard or a strong man.
Holly,
the
when
Night
has any
Watch,
guard in the
perhaps?
city ever done anything?
I don't mean the city guard.
Anything for us?
They're not even they don't even care. I mean this little fair, this group may have its own security.
Oh.
You know.
Oh, that's a good point.
As you
Hired muscle, as it were.
when you guys came down here, you passed by the you had to go out of the banner, the entrance, the end of the pier, and the only one there was the Barker, the 7 foot tall skinny half orc who's dressed all colorfully. You sort of had to walk past him to get to the under docks.
It's a good place to start, right?
Yeah, he's an employee of the.
And Zathro, both of you are very good at talking to people.
Oh,
Zathro especially.
but
Very-
Merla's got the mom vibes.
Does
They
I
don't
think
usually work in my
combined-
favor.
I think
They-
in this case,
they
because
work on
the
us.
child's missing, it'll like really get him going.
I can cry on cue.
That's a really
So
good
just-
skill.
And
Just
you might
point
need
to me
that.
when you need it, and if you need it, just point to me, and I will cry.
All right.
I never know what to
I'm-
say.
I'm talking to this person. I mean,
Mhm.
I'm good at
We'll
business,
go
but
with
I'm
you.
all right. Fair
We'll
enough.
be behind you. We'll be looking very worried and very sad, and we don't have to act that because that is what I am feeling.
All right.
And Zathro can cry if you need him.
I'll definitely do my
Ready.
best. I have been told I take it up to an 11. Quickly.
Roll me
it's
as you
sneaky.
as you make your way towards the steps that will take you back up to the main pier. Roll me a perception check, please, everybody.
15.
All right,
Another 20.
nice.
7.
12 for Merla.
Sounds like Penny
Golly.
sees this first. As you make your way towards the steps that will take you back up, you see one of the local rowboats that are there has a tarp sort of thrown on top of it that shifts as you make your way past it.
She like instantly stops and like puts a finger up.
Hmm?
And I'm going to stealthily make my way back down the steps and start
Okay.
going towards it.
Sure, yeah.
And
You were about to get to the steps to go up when you saw this, so you're still like on one of the docks.
What is it? Penny, what is it?
And I'm just
What
gonna
is it?
point over to the tarp
That
and
way?
make a little
Merla casts produce flame on it again.
On the tarp?
She's like, is this an 11?
I'm gonna start crying. I'm gonna start crying on cue. No, don't do it. No, don't
Merla, was that at the rowboat or at the Zoltan?
At the tarp.
Okay. All right. You do that, and you hear from underneath, like the tarp is pretty like mist soaked. You know, it's kind of damp.
Yeah.
And you produce flame. It burns the top of the tarp, and you hear from underneath, "Oh gods!"
I'll leap across. Can I
Does
leap
it
over?
sound
and
familiar?
And the tarp flings off, and you see this in the rowboat. Like you're basically on one of these docks, and the rowboat is like 5 feet away from you. And the tarp is flung off by this guy, who looks like he is maybe an unhoused sailor,
Whoops.
who's living in this rowboat. And you see like some satchels in here with him. His clothes are dirty. He's dirty. And he is wide-eyed and just sort of, "Oh God, don't take me, please."
Oh, I'm so sorry. No.
Merla immediately starts panicking.
What? Be careful, sir. The fire seems to just apparate in the most random of places at these fairs. Are you okay?
Oh, Vodka, save me!
Oh no, it's so kind of you to cover, Zathro, but that was completely my fault. I get a little upset. One of my children is missing. Have you seen a child?
Yes, milady.
So what happened? What did you see? What did you see?
You can now that he's talking to you, you can smell the reek of hard liquor hit
good
you.
Lord.
A couple of mean-looking alley blades. They roughed this husky kid up. They took him. They put a bag over his head and they shoved him into a metal lobster.
A sweet little portly child.
Yeah. It was made of metal with big old pincers. It was bobbing in the water, and they shoved him into the hole on its backside, and then they closed it, and it was just gone.
Gone
In the
where?
water.
Where did they
I
go?
knew it was in the water.
Into the water.
Back into the water, Kali.
Into the water? Is he drowning?
Sir, we may need your boat.
My boat. Oh.
Yes. We're going to have to commandeer your boat, sir.
He goes, nobody's using that one, and he points over like two little slips over.
Great.
We'll
Where
commandeer
did
that one.
they go in the water? Or did they go out of the water?
They went into the water, just stuck back down in the water, quiet as could be, and that was that. There's no more. I've seen them. I haven't seen it a bit. I was scared witless.
A metal lobster at that.
I'm
Yes,
sorry,
yes,
I'm not one to cast aspersions, but I think that there's potentially something to do with that Smith on that boat. All of these
Mr.
clockwork
Smith.
is Mr. Smith.
Roll me a history check, if you would, everybody.
Oh no.
Not
What is-
good.
Okay, I can't use these dice tonight.
16.
6.
8.
Would someone like to use?
We have advantages. We have advantages. Yeah, Doc
have
came in with 10 advantages. So we have
Relatively
many.
smart.
You have to declare them before you roll.
+2 to intelligence. To my history.
For the advantages, normally, yes.
Oh, we have to say beforehand, don't we?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Right.
We have 10 of them, though, Rachel.
Next.
10 more.
We have 10 more?
Yeah, from Doc.
Who got what?
Love you.
I got
I
a
got a
6.
You got a 6?
7.
6.
Is that a 14? I heard. Was that Penny?
Yes.
All right. Penny, doing being who you are and running in the circles you do, you might have heard about this. There's rumors, and one of the rumors you've heard in the past is that there is a wizard, maybe some woman who lives in Mistshore, which is a part of the Dockward, just further to the west from where you guys are. And the rumor is that she owns some sort of apparatus that is submersible that she uses to sort of treasure hunt on the bottom of the harbor. And nobody usually messes with her because there's word that she, pays the Xanathar Guild protection money. So she's sort of safe from that sort of thing. But that's what you heard. This submersible thing, the rumors say that it looks like some sort of creature or something, but it's made of metal.
Oh no. You guys remember
What
that
is it?
wizard woman? She's like on this shore, and she has like the submersible thing that looks like an animal that could be a crab.
Zelda?
To go treasure hunting.
You think her name was Grinda?
Grinda?
Yeah, that's the word on the street.
Here's all with this. Typically, people don't mess with her because she pays Xanathar Guild some pretty hefty protection money. But also, if they're messing with us,
Oh, why are they snatching kids?
it's a great question. And
Yeah.
our kids especially.
Yeah.
I mean, any kid, of course, but ours.
To answer that question, you sort of you recall, and I mentioned this when you first made your Waterdeep characters. The Waterdeep has been sort of undergoing a gang war, and that there has been a spike in disappearances. There's been a spike in gang like warfare in the streets. That's not usually a thing that happens, but there's also been a spike in disappearances.
That's with the Zentharum, yes? In trying to
The
infiltrate.
Xanathar Thieves Guild is that's who they're fighting.
Hmm. Do you think that Jinx was somehow tied in with one of these thieves guilds?
No,
One of these gangs?
Absolutely not. He's a sweet
I
boy.
hope not. He's a Pebblesnatcher. He doesn't have to turn to them to get support.
Penny, is there something you're not telling us?
What?
Are we part of the gang?
No! The Pebblesnatchers are its own organization of wonderful thieves that support each other. Wonderful.
Do-gooders. We're do-gooders.
We're
Hmm.
do-gooders. We're
Yeah.
not thieves. I used the wrong word.
And that's
Yeah,
why you get
days-
to meet underneath my shop, which I know nothing about. I've never seen you there.
You also know that the disappearances don't really make the broadsheets for the most part because it's people that are maybe street people or people that won't be missed, that sort of thing.
It's a conspiracy. I knew it.
They're recruiting.
Forcibly.
We'll have to go
I know.
help him.
Personally,
Well, yeah, we have to go help them.
There's no
not
question.
gonna fly.
But where do we go? Out to the ship?
Go to Grelda.
Yeah.
We're going to Grelda?
Well, you got two leads. You got asking somebody at the fair about the Zoltan box that's out here weirdly placed, or trying to find Grinda in Mistshore.
So I don't know anything about Grinda, but if you know where Grinda's at, we should definitely go visit that person.
I think
Also,
that's
I'm-
the most connected, yes.
yes, I also think I'll just very nonchalantly ask somebody about this Zoltan box.
That's a good idea.
But we also know that Jenks went into a submersible metal crab device and went into the water.
Well,
I don't
That's
think
a
it's a
bigger
bad
advantage
idea to
than I
raise
have.
a little bit of hell around here to see if we can get some extra hands on the job.
I like the way you said that. I've never heard that expression before.
Raise a little hell.
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw the
I
word
see.
hell
It's like a metaphor.
written, like scratched into the side of a porta potty once.
Did they capitalize hell?
I don't think they meant to. I think it was an accident, but I really liked the sound of it.
Oh, you think they meant to say heel?
Yeah, I think
Mhm.
they misspelled it.
Raise a little heel. That's what I do. Wah!
So cute.
Wow. All right. Where you guys going?
I'm gonna go talk to that half orc fella.
Okay. The Barker. Yeah, you come up the steps from the underdocks to the main pier, and he's there. He's standing there. He's slowed down with his step right up. He's just sort of watching people, wishing people a good night as they leave. Some people are coming in. He's telling them about the fair, and he sees you come up.
Yeah, I'm going to sidle up sort of covertly.
Yes, my friend, how can I help you?
Hey, you work here?
Of course.
Good. Hey, so I had a lot of water today, and so I was down below the docks, vacating my water.
Yes.
And there is a really cool, what do you call these clockworks that are around here all over the place? Automation? Automaton? Yeah. Down there of like.
What do you mean down there?
Underneath. Yeah, just over there. See where the steps go down?
Yeah, he goes over and looks out. You could barely make it out from here. But he does see it after a while. It takes him a minute to spot it.
Yeah, if you put coins in it, the eyes light up and then it spits out a piece of paper and it says something dumb.
He goes, oh no.
What is that?
Yes, that's the give me a persuasion check.
Advantage.
Oh, good idea. I will use advantage. Yeah, I am not very persuasive at all.
What'd you get?
I got a 9.
A 9? All right.
Yeah.
He says, yeah, that's the Zoltan booth, isn't it?
Yeah. And big, yeah. And it's on the look.
You hear him kind of lose his sort of showman accent and sort of revert back to a Luskin sort of accent, and he's like, yeah, that thing's cursed. That is.
Oh, great.
He goes, I know. I mean, I don't know. I've heard that Norbert keeps it under wraps in his workshop because it gives everyone the creeps. That's thing's definitely cursed.
Who's Norbert?
Norbert? Oh, he's the master clockworker.
Oh, heard about him, Smith.
Yes, Norbert Brass Abacus. Yes, he's our master smith.
Oh, how did it end up over there on the loading dock?
That's a good question. I don't know.
I have one more good question. What do you mean by cursed?
Well, I mean, there's rumors.
Oh yeah.
There's rumors. I don't know. I've only seen it a couple times. It creeps me out. It creeps me out.
It is pretty creepy. Its eyes light up and they're all red.
It looks at you. It looks right through you.
Yeah, like it's really looking at you.
No, thank you. No.
Mm-hmm.
No,
it's a lot of money to get.
Yeah, no, he's not. That's not good. That's what the hell is he doing out there?
Onto Polly's back.
You jump on my back?
And I'm like flea jumping onto his back, and I'm like getting in the orc's face a little bit.
This is Penny. This is my friend.
That has gone missing in front of this machine, and I'm gonna need you to tell me every single little thing you know about whatever fucking curse is on this machine right now, okay?
Give me a persuasion.
Come on.
Or intimidation, whichever one that
Advantage.
I will use an advantage. I'll do persuasion.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't roll twice. Oops. Ooh, 22.
All right. It says, look, I don't know this firsthand, but it's rumors. It's amongst us that work here at the carnival. It's been rumored to appear in places it shouldn't be. And I've never seen that happen, but no one knows how this happens. It's cursed. The thing's cursed. I've heard rumors, again, just rumors. I don't know for sure, but I've heard rumors that Zoltan can curse the unwary and grant wishes to the foolish or something like that. I've heard that Norbert keeps it secreted away because someone died last time the accursed booth was mysteriously found on the carnival grounds. That's all I know.
Have you ever heard of a famous wizard named Jinx?
Who?
Jinx. Famous
Okay.
wizard.
Can't say I have.
No. Okay. I'll look at Penny. Maybe it didn't happen.
Yeah, I think we're swinging towards the kidnap side of things, than the magical. He is now Grand Wizard side of things.
Could it? I mean,
I put a hand on Parker's shoulder and say thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Best of luck to you. I will pass the word along and to make sure Norbert knows about this thing that's here. It shouldn't be here, but yeah, I'll make sure that we the right people know.
and if you see a stocky young man, looks like he wants to be a wizard, tell him he better get his butt home. We're worried about him.
Right, man. Yeah, there was one of the. It was with these two, wasn't he?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're friends.
Yeah. Well, if I see him, I'll definitely let him know.
Hey, thank you.
Also, just not a threat, just letting you know beforehand, right? If we can't find this kid, we're coming back here, and I will be screaming at the
We'll
top
bring
of my
Merle.
lungs that a kid got kidnapped at this fair.
Right
Yeah,
now,
this is just-
there's no need for that. No need for that at all.
If we can't find this kid, there's a little bit of a need, and I'm just letting you know, person to person, what's gonna happen. Okay?
Yes, miss. Yeah, message understood. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hey, thanks.
Best of luck to you.
We better go let the other ones know. Come on.
All
What
right.
did he have to
Still
say?
down by the boat, Merla is kind of taking out a bunch of different honey jars for the gentleman in the boat, and she's like, "This one will cure what ails you. This one makes things a little spicy. It's got a little bit of spice in there, so put it on something that you like, salty, sweet. And this one is from wildflowers. Also, you can come by my shop sometime."
He opens up a random one and just starts eating. I've got the munchies. Thank you. This is just what I needed.
Yeah, so sorry I lit you on fire. I did not
So,
realize.
do you have any?
the consequences
have-
of my actions. It's a teaching moment.
Do you have any that cure hangovers?
Oh yes, these are all good for hangovers as long as you put them in tea.
Oh,
Really,
good.
dear, you should come by my shop. It's a wonderful place. There's lots of people, good energy. You really enjoy it.
I will just whatever you say. Sure. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Mind your beeswax.
Yes, that's the name of the shop. He's not being rude. He's very nice.
Oh, right. Yes. Okay. Got it. Got
Hey,
it.
Penny and I found out something.
Did you
What
find
did we
him?
out again, Penny?
You found Jenks?
No. Yeah. Penny,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
cursed.
it's cursed.
It's cursed.
It's cursed,
It's a
yeah.
cursed box.
That's what the guy said.
Yeah, apparently the bastard craftsman made it or something, or found
Yep.
it, and
Shows
has
up
been
where
like
it's
trying
not
to keep it
supposed to.
under wraps.
Hmm
And
Wow.
he failed, and it's cursed. And sometimes it appears places. And apparently, the last time this happened, someone died. So that's great news.
Okay. Let's not jump to any conclusions here. I'm sure Jenks is fine, not dead, and not cursed.
I'm sure,
And
probably cursed.
the guy upstairs has never heard of a famous wizard named
Oh,
Jake.
God?
So that's no, not the man upstairs, the guy upstairs.
I think God's a man. That's an
It
odd
depends on your.
stance to take.
I'm just talking about the half orc feller
Oh,
upstairs.
that man.
Yes.
He's definitely not a
Yep.
god, right?
No, and he's
No.
never heard of a wizard named Jinx.
A famous wizard.
Or any wizard, apparently.
A wizard named Jenks or otherwise.
Right. Or anyone named Jinx.
I think
No
it's good to
wizards,
check
no
the
Jenks.
timeline to see if at any point he does become a famous wizard.
I mean, we should
Yeah.
ask everyone we meet, just in case.
We should. I was thinking of that too. Like, not knowing a famous wizard named Jinx now doesn't mean somewhere, in the way that time works, that it's not already happened.
Or he might be in a metal lobster under the water.
That's my bigger
There's also
concern.
that.
Someone did
would
tell
be
us
worse.
that.
Yes,
Well, can't
Penny,
you-
you're pretty sure that if you go to Miss Shore, you could probably you know the people to ask to find out where she lives. It's not a big secret where she lives.
Got two things, I think. One thing, do we want to try and talk to this Norbert? I know he's like a quarter mile off the sea, but I'm sure they seem like they got some magical things. They got some little devices. Maybe they can contact a lot quicker. Or do we want to leave the guy upstairs, not the god upstairs, with that responsibility to make sure he gets passed on and that isn't just swept under the rug?
I don't know how we're going to get hold of the guy in the boat, but you seem to know how to get hold of the woman with the lobster.
Yeah, the lobster woman is probably does she have claws herself?
No, I think she just likes them.
She's a fetish for lobsters. Interesting. Well,
I can kind of
Don't
understand
judge, Zathro. That takes all types.
no, I would never judge. There's no kink shaming here, not in Waterdeep. I've seen some things around here. Believe you me.
Living
we
on the
should-
streets as long as you do.
We should pull
I
on
love
that
this
thread.
city, Merla says affectionately.
We should pull on that thread then. The lobster woman.
Yes.
All
I
right.
agree.
And we
All
go,
right.
Miss Shore.
It is I will I've seen it on the map originally. But it is only maybe a 15-minute walk to the west along the Dockward. It's at the end of Dockward. And you start making your way that way, and we will change scenes.
Very cool.
All right, you make your way to Miss Shore. Miss Shore is a part of Dockward. Dockward itself is not that great. This is the bad part of Dockward, and it is made up of shacks, shanties, and upturned boats, and even a bigger boat that is used now as sort of like a really shady tavern. And you make your way there, and there is let's bring up the map. Let's go to the tactical. Everybody see the tactical?
Oh yeah.
Awesome. You make your way to this part of Miss Shore with your with what you know of the city, which is quite a bit. You know that Sheila's somewhere near the scuttled schooner, which is the name of this boat / shady tavern. What are you guys doing? That's about all you know at this point.
All right. So just gotta find the right people, talk to the right people, ask the right questions, get the right answers, possibly spend a little gold along the way. We'll see, and then we'll find her.
Okay.
Are
Right.
the kiddos with us?
That's up to you. Not the safest part of town, but they can be if they
Yeah.
want to, or you can have had them stay at the fair.
Ooh,
What do
unsupervised?
you think?
Probably keep him behind, I would think, unless you guys really want
think
him to
so.
come.
Tell them not to disappear.
Well, they're going to stay away from the booth. That's
Actually, yeah, we
we
would give
send them
them
back
extra
here?
money to go like eat food and
Play
stuff.
around.
all right.
I'll keep
right.
the golden on that. They can get by with a gold
Yeah,
piece.
The next sea shanty performance is going to start up. That takes about a half hour. So, all right. You find yourselves in this part of Mishra. Most of the people you've seen have sort of ducked into their homes. There's a few people walking about, but not many this night. You do hear some carousing going on in the scuttled schooner, but that's the scene. What are you guys doing?
Penny, what do we do?
Act all cool. Nothing's wrong. We're coming in for a couple drinks, as we do.
Mhm.
You know,
All right,
maybe
wait.
Sassy can play a little bit of music. music.
Freeze frame. What does everyone look like when they try to act cool? Because I know Merla does not look cool at all.
Yeah. I think Zaptor just starts kind of waltzing down the cobblestone street, just sort of like, with a little bit of shoulder as he's strutting.
Yeah, I think Kali is pretty stiff.
You see,
Just use the shoulders, Cully. It's all in the shoulders.
You get a couple of glances like you're about to be mugged, but then they get a load of the beekeeper with that get up and
Doing the hocus pocus walk.
doing the hocus pocus walk, and they kind of like go back into the alleys they came from.
Like, oh yeah, they're your own business.
Going with people is better than going alone. Going with people is better than going alone, Penny. And she walk behind them, actually looking a little bit cool.
Penny.
Yes,
If you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, bring your friends.
And you guys are my friends. Loosen up a little bit.
All right.
Merla
You guys-
unties one string on her robe.
Ooh, risque.
Merla!
Arr.
Okay. You get it? That's
Just
cool.
blending in.
Yeah, Penny will take the lead on
Okay.
this.
What would
I
you
feel
like
like
to do?
Kali he's like doing katas.
So,
She just glances behind herself and just like very lightly sighs. First, take a look through the like seaport windows that they have, just to kind of see a general vibe of what's going on inside. If it seems to be more like shady deals, or if it's people that are just like after some sort of hard work of the day getting a drink.
in the tavern.
Yeah.
You go ahead and roll me a sort of we'll call it a history, but it's sort of a street smart, so you can roll it with advantage.
Wonderful, thank you. Oh, natural 20!
Hey,
You know that this area is nominally controlled by the Xanathar Thieves Guild. They probably have like, alley blades that they hire. The people here are probably not like full-fledged members of the guild per se, but they're probably done jobs for the Thieves Guild. And they're basically people that will take any job for money that are here. They're pretty poor and rough and tumble. Some of them former sailors, some of them sailors that can't do their sail anymore for whatever reason or another. Yeah. But you know that you could get information here fairly easily. Slip a coin,
I
ask
mean,
somebody.
do anything for coin.
Nobody has like any strong loyalties. The loyalties to the coin.
So Penny, can we just ask for this Grindar by name?
I think it's best if we ask if anyone here has recently taken a job that has to do with a little boy, and try not to name names until after we've started to get to talking a little bit. Because some people, while their loyalties are a little wishy-washy, might have some fears of people depending on who they're protected by.
Just one
So
kid,
we
or
answer a
maybe
little bit of
kids?
warming up with a little bit of coin and asking the initial questions, slipping that in unless they give the information themselves.
All right. Give me some persuasion and tell me the question you're asking, how much coin you're giving, and roll me a persuasion.
Oh god, I'm gonna roll with advantage. I'm gonna use an advantage to roll with
Okay.
advantage because this feels important. Okay. That's a 19.
All right.
I will slip. Having worked a lot of different types of jobs,
Sure.
do I know how much money is typically given for these jobs? Because I know for particularly dangerous ones, obviously a little more than not.
What the drunken sailor described to you, that seems really weird, And that seems like something that wouldn't just be given out to like a higher blade, like somebody in this place. That seems, if anything, that seems like a guild action.
Okay. Then I will
Kidnapping
drop
is in their portfolio, I'll say.
a gold for now.
Okay.
And with a 19 persuasion, I'm going to ask, above table, are we more trying to figure out, like, we know that she's related likely to the claw trap, so not necessarily asking about that relation, maybe asking if there's, like, why she's taking people, or
Well, I think
Don't we
there's
just
a-
want to find her? Let's just
Yeah, I
find
think
her.
you just wanted a
I
location,
just
right?
find her?
Yeah, let's just
Great,
find her.
where's she living?
Right.
There we go.
19 persuasion with a gold. The bully blade you ask, he just kind of green up. He's like that house right over there, and he points to the house that has a little rowboat dock right next to it, and then a bigger rowboat at the end of a pier. So basically, at the end of the ship is what he points.
Perfect, you beautiful, beautiful man. Thank you so much.
He goes, oh yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. And he bites the gold.
Don't spend it all at once. I'll slap the table and walk away.
He looks at you like to everybody in there. Oh, money. He slips it into his pocket.
I will go and
Okay,
find
okay.
the others.
Okay.
That building right over there with the rowboat.
All right. I'm gonna
Are we
ask you
just
guys to go
waltzing
ahead
right
and
in?
move your tokens to see where you would like to go. If you can move them. If you can't, then I'll move them for you.
Is
Perfect.
it down this way?
The building straight ahead. Yep, it's that building. Yep, that's
All
the
right.
one.
I'm going to go on the roof.
Oh,
Can I come with?
These buildings are not very well constructed. They're made of mostly driftwood, pieces of old ship that have probably washed ashore, and there's gaps. There's light. You can see light coming out from under the two doors, basically just a wood structure that could fall apart if a big storm comes by.
Maybe it's not something to climb onto.
It would definitely make a lot of noise. It's not as sturdy as the buildings maybe in other wards.
Maybe, though, if we make enough noise, she'll come out and we can ask her questions.
so you mean noise like this? And I'll just knock on the door.
You
Hello?
as you approach let's see, you're standing in front of this. There's two doors. There's this door, and there's the door over here on the bottom right side. And as you get up to the door, you can actually hear conversations through the door.
What are they saying?
You to listen or
Yeah, I'm going to go to the back door.
okay. You hear a gravelly voice sort of pick up the conversation where the gravelly voice is saying, "And you'll like it. You understand? It's ours now."
I try to peer in.
And you hear a woman's voice go, "That's not the deal that I had." He's like, "Oh, it's too bad. Deal's been reworked."
Can I see inside?
Give me a perception check if you can maybe look.
I would
through
like
one
to
of the cracks.
try to see these people as well.
I'm going to use an advantage.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
me too. I'm going to use one as well.
Perception 18.
All right.
18 as well.
Okay, you both get a pretty good knot hole in the wood. You see a small room sort of to the south there, part of the building. You don't see what's to the north because there's a wall and a door that goes to another room to the north. But the bottom third of the southern third of the building has some people in it. You see an enormous furry being, and you recognize it when it turns sort of as it's walking around the room as a bugbear. You notice that it's talking to a elderly woman that's sitting in a chair in the corner, the south bottom corner, and you see another guy, looks like a thug, with the bugbear, and that's what you can see in the room. And that guy walks out from the door. He walks into the northern part of the building, and you get a glimpse with an 18. You get a glimpse of that room. Looks like a boathouse. And then he sort of disappears. You can't see him anymore from that vantage point. But you see the bugbear who is talking to the older woman. They're sort of arguing very tensely, and she seems pretty kowtowed. What are you guys doing?
Reconvene. Zathro.
Yes.
All right. So there's a bugbear in there, a big, ugly-looking fella.
I mean, for a bugbear, he's attractive, but yes. Hideous.
Putting the pressure on the woman. And it looks like in the room beyond is a boathouse. And I just have a feeling Jinx could be in there.
And there's, just to be clear, there's also a third person inside at least.
Yeah.
Right?
Less ugly, but still kind of ugly.
Yeah, not attractive.
Mm-mm.
I didn't know that we were here to date.
I'm swiping left on all three at this point. But I do have a bit of an idea. I have come across a bit of magical knowledge in the last couple of weeks, and I'm dying to try this new spell that I've just picked up called Sleep. Yeah.
Right.
I'm
What does it
thinking on
do?
the bugbear. Well, it's quite interesting that it puts them to sleep.
Oh, it's just straightforward like that.
It does what it says it's going to do. It's very well advertised.
It's like a roundhouse kick.
Except without any impact.
No, but I mean, it just does what it says.
Yeah. Roundhouse
Okay.
kick.
Yeah, like around the house, you know what I mean? You have to pick up the space.
It's a long legs. Is that the long legs of the law? Is that a phrase?
Yeah, that's a way to say it. That's a way to say it.
Yeah.
Speaking of impact, if there's a boathouse, that means there's probably an entrance from the boat. I think that's what that means. So if I manage to sneak around, maybe I don't necessarily know how sleep works, but if I give it a little kunk in the back of the head, not lethal, of course, but like a little in the back of the head, and then you can't sleep, maybe.
I like that. I like doing that too.
Yeah, well,
I can also put my beat on him. She says, sounding quite crazed behind the mask.
if I cast the sleep spell and then you bonk somebody who's sleeping, it will wake them up. Just FYI.
Well, no, but if I bonk and then you sleep.
No, I mean, sleep
Or
is
sleep and then
no,
we bonk
no
anybody that
bonk
doesn't
needed.
sleep.
What are the bees?
We could send the bees
all
in.
it smells to be bees.
Maybe we start with the bees. I have never seen Merla. I haven't seen you this excited in quite some time. I think we start with the bees. I think we start with the bees. Flesh them out. Is that a phrase?
Talking?
Flash
But
them
what
out.
about wait a minute. We don't want the old lady to get stung. She's having a hard time in there.
He's a crime lord. Sorry. He's a crime lord.
Everybody, okay, but everybody has their plateau. You know what I mean? You have to be in your plateau. Everybody's got their spot.
On the plateau.
She may be a crime lord in one way, but she may be a really nice lady in another way.
She could be someone's grandmother, for example.
For example, could be, or
That'd be a
daughter.
really interesting grandmother to have.
So don't
I know
bonk
I
grandma.
should say I've learned my lesson from lighting someone on fire earlier, but I'm not moved by this, Kali.
Okay, well, we haven't even had a chance to talk about that, Marla. That was a little bit
It's
excitable.
aggressive. Yeah.
That was a little
I
excitable.
told you it's an 11 sometimes.
Listen,
You-
Especially if my
that-
children are in
that's-
danger.
said she was gonna go to an 11. Can you be mad at a woman for communicating?
And can we just clarify that all the children of Waterdeep are our children?
Of course.
Yes.
Yes.
That's a big responsibility, Cully. All of the children?
There's the Pebblesnatcher. I can't even say my own last name right. Stephanie.
You're
I'm
so
so
excited.
upset.
I know.
They're all
It's
the Pebblesnatchers.
Are you a
what's the
crime
plan?
lord too, Penny?
Bees first.
Let's send in the bees. Flesh them out.
think
Flash them out.
regardless,
Flush them
I would
out.
like Penny to go along the side to try and see if Jinx is being held hostage anywhere. As they beat him out.
Sure, put yourself where you want to look.
Is that okay, guys? Are you okay?
Do
with
it.
that? Okay.
Yeah. See if you can see Jinx. See if you can see
All right.
Jinx.
At this point, roll me
And if we're letting bees,
roll me a stealth as you're walking along that boardwalk.
I'm gonna roll with advantage.
Yes.
I'm scared.
I agree,
Oh,
Heart of
me too.
Adventure. I think
I'll-
Penny is a
I'll
crime
come-
lord.
Yeah, I'll come with Penny because if I'm doing bees, I think I gotta do it from the boathouse.
26.
I'm rolling with advantage.
All right. All right. Now
I
roll
rolled
me
two
a
with the
perception
same
for
number,
looking, trying to find a
23.
spot to look through. And what'd you get on your sneak, Kali?
22.
22. Excellent.
Are you staying behind, Zathro?
When nobody's looking, I'm going to cast Sleep on the Bugbear. Because I am super excited to use this new spell.
Just too excited. Too
Yeah.
excited.
So just let-
Give me 1 second to get some perception rolls from Kali and from Penny.
I rolled a 7, and I think it's because Penny's too short to see through
All right.
the window.
And I'm still stealing
She's like on her
advantage.
tippy toes and can't even get.
Oh, yeah. 21.
21. All right. I will remove the top of the map, top of the roof, so you can see what you see
Ooh.
through the cracks. You sort of get a good, good
Yeah.
idea of what is
shit.
in there, and I will show you who you
Cully's like,
see.
I'm allergic to shellfish.
Let's see. Kali, what'd you get on your perception?
21.
21. Okay. All right. Unfortunately, you don't see much else in the sort of northern part of the boathouse area, but you can see that alley blade there, and you can see the bugbear sort of in the doorway between the living area and the boathouse, and you see the other alley blade is sort of standing over Grinda, who's sitting in this chair by the door.
All right. There's one in with the lobster. There's a bugbear in the doorway and another thug in the corner. Now, I say thug, but he could also be like somebody's brother.
Okay.
Zathro, did you really cast sleep already?
Mhm. On the bugbear.
Well, we start off. All right, let's start off the refresh my memory for your sleep spell.
I rolled 5d8, and it
Okay.
basically has to beat their hit point total to put them to sleep.
Okay. All right.
Anyone in
And-
that range. So it goes from whoever has the lowest hit
Whoever,
points. and
yeah,
it goes
whoever
up.
has the lowest
Right.
hit points.
Yeah.
So I rolled 27.
27. All right.
Honestly,
You see, what's the range?
Let's see, 90 feet. And it
90
affects, yeah,
feet.
90 feet. Yep.
So everybody within 90
everyone?
feet.
Within a 20-foot sphere.
Oh,
20
20
feet
foot sphere.
Got
Oh,
it.
Yeah.
thank God.
That's what I thought. All right.
Yep.
Centered on the bugbear.
Centered on the bugbear.
Okay. You see Grinda fall asleep.
Oh, wrong one. Shit.
She falls asleep. The others are unaffected.
Then, Zathra's like, did it work, or did she just nod off? Hard to tell. The spell doesn't really have any like sparks or glitter to it, so got to work on that a little bit.
You see though, when you cast it, it has a verbal component. Yes, I believe.
It does. Yep.
The bugbear kind of cocks his head and draws two wicked-looking daggers that are more almost like short swords, and he looks at the door.
I'm gonna hide.
That you and Merla are sort of standing in front of.
Hide, Merla, hide.
Time for the bees!
Time for the
Bees.
All right,
Cue the bees.
Let's roll some initiative then.
Yeah, release the bees.
Oh, that's incredible.
All right.
Yikes.
Hmm.
All right. What was that?
All right. Everybody rolled?
Yep.
20 or higher? 15 or higher? 10 or higher?
13.
13.
12.
Hey.
All right. Was that let's see. Zathro got 14. Was that
14,
Kali
yep.
got a 13?
13, yeah. And
Holly and Penny both got 13s.
I'm gonna guess which one of you wants to go first.
I have a 16 score and a +3 modifier.
I also have +3 modifier. Do you want to roll for it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I got a 19 on the die.
Ah, 12. You got me.
All right. And then Merla got a 12?
Yes.
Okay. All right. This is what happens. You see the bugbear move over and kick the door as if he knows somebody's right behind it. And you hear him make like a noise. And the two alley blades immediately draw their weapons and come to alert. So he kicks that door open, and the two of you are standing right there in front of him. And he doesn't ask questions, he just swings.
I love that image of the door opening and just this bugbear's just right there, ready to go.
He's got a wicked looking curved blade in each hand. He swings at you, Merla, and completely whiffs. And however, he swings at Zathro and does not miss with his other dagger. And let's see. He's going to do that. Yeah. Oh, he can't do that quite yet. All right. Zathro, 7 points of slashing damage.
Ouch. Okay. Not cool, man.
And he yells. He yells at his other two. "We've got company," and they run out. There. He moves to there. All right. That's their go.
All right. I think
We
it's
got
Zathro, yeah?
Zathro. Yep.
All right. Zathro is going to recoil from the massive hit that he just took and move right here behind Merla. And then he is going to, with all the courage that he can muster, he is going to yell out Jenks's name. And while he's doing that, he's going to release this this cone of fiery breath as he uses his breath weapon on these two thugs
Nice.
to the south. So they have to make, I think, a dex save. Dex save.
Yep.
DC 12.
All right. One made it, one did not.
Okay. Now you're probably going to ask me for what the damage is.
Yep.
Dragonborn. Sorry, I should have had this ready.
All right.
5th edition. Where do you hide things? Red. Uh, 2d6 on a failed save and half as much on a successful
All
one.
right. Roll
All right,
up.
2d6. Hey, okay. That is a total of 8 damage or 4.
All right. One takes 8, one takes 4. All right. Anything else?
No.
All right, Kali.
All right. I'm going to bust straight down the line and kick the bugbear back into
Okay.
the room.
Yep.
Hello, plus 10.
All right. I'm going to use an advantage.
Okay.
And that is a 21 to hit
That hits.
for 4 points of non-lethal bludgeoning damage.
All right.
And then I will spend a key point and follow that up with 2 more elbows. Bam, bam.
All right.
I will not use advantage on the first one. That's a miss.
Okay.
I will use advantage on the second one.
All right.
That is an 18 to hit
That hits.
for another 4. So 8
All
points. Blam, blam.
He takes it. That's still standing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You've moved. You've struck. Anything else?
No, I will stand my ground.
All right, Penny.
Quick thoughts running through her head. 3 on 3, right? We
That's what
got
it looks
magic. We don't have magic as far as we can tell. Swords versus magic. Magic wins. I'm gonna scale the side of the wall using second story.
Okay. Yeah. I'm quite familiar with it.
I don't know how tall is the building. I don't know how much.
It's only one story. It's maybe 10 feet.
Okay, so 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Can I, like, do a little, like, flip over the side, kind of holding the side of the roof?
Sure.
And
You're trying to
look-
land in the water or just hang onto the roof?
Hang on to the roof for now and look down and see what I can see.
Okay. You
Oh,
look
yeah.
over. Yeah. You look over. You're hanging over. You see, there is a pair of metal, like clad probably doors that act as sort of doors to the boathouse itself. So they're closed currently. You don't know if there's any space underneath them in the water, but outside they look pretty sealed up.
Okay. I will use my action to dash, and
Okay.
I will drop into the water, taking a really deep breath.
Okay.
And drop and see if I can swim under it.
Yeah, you are a small sized person. So yeah, so you splash into the water, and you can actually get underneath the door. You want to come up there? You can
Yes.
come up wherever you want. Okay.
It's gross. I'm
Uh,
gonna go for whatever hatch or something.
Hey!
You see in the corner there, tied up, what appears to be Jenks.
I will pull my way up and run to him.
Okay.
Is he conscious?
He is currently unconscious. It looks like,
Okay. I
or
don't think I
or
have.
he's sleeping. He could probably wake him up if you
Oh,
wanted
wait.
to.
I'm a rogue. Can I have bonus action dash and then use my action to untie him?
Yeah, it'll take you a little bit more
Gross.
than an action to untie him, but yeah, you can get
That's
up to him and
fine.
start untying him. Absolutely.
Yeah. That's my
right.
turn.
Awesome.
Great turn.
Roll me a perception while you're roll me a perception at disadvantage.
Can I use an advantage to cancel that out?
Sure.
Beautiful, because my perception is not good to start.
Big shout out to the chat who's been helping us out with advantages. We are, as a reminder, raising money for the ACLU. So if you want to help us out some more with some advantages, check out the link I posted, and you can donate some advantages through that link and help the ACLU.
Absolutely. 14.
14. All right. Then you do see this creature making its way out of the water as you start to untie. You start untying, and you get a sense like something's over your shoulder. And you sort of, out of the corner of your eye, you see this thing that looks like a man-sized eel with claws that is like centipeding its way out of the water. And you hear like a crackle.
Ooh, you're not supposed to be out of the water.
As it comes out of the water. All right, and that's what is going on there. Merla.
All right. Merla had just yelled, "Time for the bees," and, and that's what time it is. So she will use a bonus action for Hunter's Mark, and like just kind of fling her arms out and flick some honey into the bugbear's face and mark him with her Hunter's Mark.
Awesome.
Glistening and gleaming. She will then take out her short sword, which is, it looks like it had been like knitted. You know when people like put what is that, yarn around poles and trees and stuff?
Yeah.
It's like that, but on the hilt of the sword. So covered in yarn and like, I don't know, handiwork. And so she'll take out the sword and slice at this guy. And as she does so, a buzzing sound starts to emanate from her bag. So I believe Hunter's Mark is just a bonus on damage, right? It's not anything to hit.
I believe so. Right.
Okay, cool. Wow. Okay. That's a natural 1 for a 6.
Oh no!
No, that is not a hit.
I should have yielded advantage.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. But you know, she kind of glances off this bugbear, and then she's like, "I don't know why I tried to do anything but bees. Bees!" She opens up the basket at her hip, and a swarm of bees flies out, and she'll use Gathered Swarm. Oh, I don't know if she can actually, because it says when you hit a creature with an attack.
No, so close.
So her bees just gather around her and form like an angry, pulsating cloud behind her. And that'll be her useless turn.
I love it.
The honey in the face is my favorite thing.
It was entertaining, even though it didn't do damage.
That's what I'm here to entertain.
Well done.
The bugbear kind of licks it with his tongue that's much longer than it should be, and kind of licks it off his face. He's like, "Oh, good, I'll take that." And he goes to hit you, Merla, with his wicked-looking daggers. Oh my goodness! I don't think he hits you unless your armor class is 13.
It's not.
All right, he misses you both with both daggers.
Wow.
It looks like he got some honey in his eye that he didn't spot, and he kind of got in the way at the last second.
Amazing.
All right. However, the two thugs, they go and step up and attack Zathro and Merla with their swords. I think that might be a hit. Yeah, they both hit, unfortunately. All right. They stab at each of you with their short swords,
Mm-hmm.
and you each take 5 points of piercing damage.
Ooh.
How's Sathra looking?
Taking some hits.
Yes.
How's Sathra?
Getting stabbed.
Zathy's getting stabbed.
Yep.
Oh, and Blix. Blix. You hear him make a noise, and you hear the bugbear go, "Well then, get him, Blix!" And Blix comes out of the water right there, and he's gonna attack Penny.
And we have no idea this is going on inside there, right?
Correct. You
Mhm.
hear something probably at this point, but you don't know.
You might
exactly
hear
what
a
it
little.
is.
Penny
You'll hear
scream
a little
for minute
scream.
here.
You know who else has no idea what's going on? The lady that you put to sleep. in the
That's
chair.
true.
Yeah, she's Grinda is just honking. She's snoring.
It lasts for 1 minute.
Yeah. She's gonna be out the whole fight. Probably.
Hey, thank you so much for the raid, Entropy Emporium. Much appreciated. We are doing a fundraiser for ACLU. I'm going to drop the link for you in case you're interested in contributing. Thank you so much. Great to see you all.
Penny, you get this eel-like creature trying to bite you. Opens up its maw, and it's got maw lined with fangs that are sparkling with electricity. It hits it's like it hit a 20.
I think that hits.
Okay. That's 7 points of damage. And you are hit with sort of an electrical jolt. And you can't take reactions on your next turn. All right.
Guys, there's like an eel thing!
What? What did she say? A real thing?
Zathro.
Zathro's turn? Okay. Let me just take a peek here. All right, so situation dire. Thugs aplenty. I'm gonna use my bonus action to use bardic inspiration. Let's see. Let me just double check. Oh yeah, I have 3 of those per long rest. Okay. So I'm gonna use my bardic inspiration, which I have 2 of left, and I'm going to give I am going to use I'm gonna do Mantle of Inspiration.
All right.
And I'm going to give that to Penny and Jenks, and they can they get 5 temporary bonus HP.
All right.
And they can move up to their full speed without provoking an opportunity attack.
All right.
Run like hell, Penny! Run like hell!
Thanks, Abby!
Now,
you guys can
Penny
move right
hasn't
away.
quite gotten Jenks completely untied, but I will say that instead of movement, you can just untie him on your. Unless you want to do your action is untie and then use the movement that he just provided you.
Is it my turn or am I
That's
able
not your
to
No,
turn.
it's
use
immediately.
Mantle of
It's
Inspiration?
immediately.
Oh, it's immediately.
You immediately
Okay.
move
Okay.
your
Okay.
immediately move up to your movement speed without provoking opportunity
Unfortunately,
attack.
Jenks wasn't quite untied yet.
Yeah, I will use it to untie him. I'll
Excellent.
use it to untie him.
You quickly
I move
flash
fast.
speed undo the knot. And you do the knot. You undo the knot, and you think. I mean, he is out, but you think you could probably wake him up pretty easily.
I'm thinking on it. I'll think
All
on
right,
it.
all right.
I'm going to use my
Kelly.
action to. That was just my bonus action.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yep. No, that's all right. I am going to cast a spell. If I can figure out. There it is. Oh my god, it's so hard to find anything.
It's very fair.
They broke D&D Beyond.
It's so true.
Even the search functions don't work for real. Okay, sorry, I'm complaining. All right, so I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers.
Okay.
On the bugbear.
Okay.
So he needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving.
Yeah.
He got a 13.
I think that is more than enough. I think my DC is 13, so if it meets, it beats. So he's going to take half of this, so half of 14. It takes seven psychic damage. Yep, that's it.
All right, excellent. He's beefy. Kali.
All right. I am going to spend another key point for Flurry of Blows. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a spinning back kick, taking an advantage from the stack. For 18 to hit for 4 points of damage.
That will hit and that will damage.
And then I'm going to reach forward and I'm going to touch Zaffi, and I'm going to heal him with the Hands of Healing ability for my monk way, for 4. And then I'm going to clench my fist and come back and punch the bugbear again.
Okay.
Using advantage.
Yeah.
Mercy monks are so cool.
And that is that's a 22 for 5 points.
Nice. All right. He's taking a bumbling. Are you staying there?
Yes.
All right. Penny.
Penny, once again, thoughts turning really fast of, is it better if I keep him asleep so that he isn't freaking out, or do I keep him awake so that maybe he can make decisions for himself? And I think, first and foremost, she's going to bonus action disengage from the creature and, hop to the other side.
Sure.
Can I... So he's a pudgy kid, and I don't have a lot of strength. But is it possible for me to, turn around and kind of, pull him onto my back a little bit, like a backpack?
He's bigger than you. And you can hear him, he's... you can hear a slight snore, like he's asleep, and a jostle might wake him up.
Yeah, and I think that's what it's gonna have to be then.
All right.
As I'm jumping, I'll dip my hand in the water and do a little splash on his face.
Okay.
Jinx.
Excellent.
Jinx. I need to wake up, buddy. I need to wake up.
You do that, and Jinx is now on your initiative because he wakes up. Jinx wakes up and he looks around. Roll me an insight.
Okay. A 3.
What's that?
A 3.
A 3? Okay. All right. He looks around. You've untied him. He sees you. He sees this creature. And you see him sort of get a furrowed brow, and he looks at the creature, extends his hand out, and you see magic missiles, a bunch of them, shoot out of his hand, and this creature goes dead.
Oh, yeah, Jinx. Famous wizard.
Good job, buddy.
We frickin' called it.
He's dead.
Wonderful genius of a boy! I hold his head and give him a hug and say, "Okay, but we're fighting, so we have to go." Okay.
He goes. You hear him go. Get off me, lady. And that didn't sound like his tone. All right.
He's all grown up.
Something's wrong.
Looks like unless Penny, you doing anything else?
What would you say I've expended?
You did your bonus action. I mean, you can still take an action if you wish.
Okay, then with that being weird, but threat being taken care of and him in no immediate danger, I'm gonna 10, 20, hop right behind the bugbear
Hey, buddy.
and using the base of my short sword, try to just hit him in the back of the head.
Love it.
Non-lethal damage. But I will swing.
Okay.
You guys mind if I use an advantage on this?
Use it.
Unless you all...
Are you using a sneak attack or?
Yes. First I need to hit. Oh, that's weird. How did this... Oh, it did both. Oh, I don't think that hits.
What'd you get?
Oh, wait, that's not adding anything. So the highest one was a 16.
That hit.
Yay! Okay. I'll use just the damage that originally rolled. So that's 5. And then I get to add sneak attack. Rogues are weird and cool. I don't play them very often. It's just 2d6. So 5, an additional 3. So 8 total.
8 total. All right. He is surprised, but still up.
Yeah.
All right, Merla.
Okay. Merla is going to try to use her bees again, and hopefully successfully this time. So she's going to do a repeat of her last turn, only better.
All right. You gonna use an advantage?
Yes, I'm going to use an advantage, and I believe Hunter's Mark is still up, but D&D Beyond sucks now, so I can't tell, but I think it's still up.
Yeah.
So yes, she's going to attack with her short sword.
All right.
And here we go. A little better, 13. Oh wait, with advantage. Hold, please.
Yeah.
Yes!
22.
That hits.
All right.
Yes!
Wonderful. So that is
What does that do?
4 plus, I believe, a d6 for Hunter's Mark. So that's 9 slashing damage.
All right.
And then the bees. Okay, so here's table talk. Here's the gamble. I want to use the bees to move this guy, but it's a strength save. It is very low. So I don't think the bees are going to do it. But I'd rather them do that than sting him a little bit more. So I'm going to try it. If
Try
the
it,
dice are on my side.
Try it.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, so he needs to make a strength saving throw, DC 11,
Strength saving
or my
throw.
bees will move him.
All right.
And that one.
Let's see what we got here. Oh no. Strength saving throw. He got a grand total of 8.
So you see the
Wow.
bees swarm around the
Yes.
bugbear and move him and push him 5 feet out of the doorway so that Penny can get through.
Over here,
Yeah.
or over here. Which one?
Yeah, in the corner. Maybe next to the sleeping lady.
All right. Yeah. She's over by the bed area.
Oh, okay.
She's sleeping.
And that'll be my turn.
All
Actually,
right.
I don't know. Merla would also look around and be like, kind of like, are we running or are we fighting? And that'll be my turn.
All right. Kovacs the bugbear is going. He is going to. What the? Does he have bees all over him? Is that what's going on?
Yes, he has a swarm of bees.
Can he attack those bees or no?
That's a good question. I don't think so. They don't have an AC or anything.
That's fine. He's just kind of frantically moving about. The closest target is Penny, so he's going to slash out at Penny. 1 miss, 1 hit. Penny takes 7 points of damage from his curved dagger.
Thank you for those 5 temporary hit points.
And the 2 blades over here are gonna just attack Zathro and Merla. That is a hit on Zathro and a miss on Merla. Looks like Zathro take 5 points of piercing damage, and Blix is dead. So there you go. Zathro, you're up.
Oh, you're muted.
You're muted.
I'm gonna try this again. I'm going to cast Sleep on
Yes!
On who?
I'm gonna try to cast sleep on the bugbear.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes. Come on.
But who else of us does that include?
Probably everybody. I'm gonna center it inside the building, so hopefully it doesn't hit any of us.
Sure.
So we're betting that I have more hit points than the bugbear, and I'm so for it.
Yeah, that's what's happening. Oh, nice. Okay. Okay, so that's Oh my God. Okay, so that is that's gonna be 29.
29
Yep.
hit points worth.
Come on.
Let's see. Let's do some quick math here.
So, can you see my health total in alchemy?
I can if I look, probably.
Okay. You can compare and see who falls asleep. I'm quietly hoping that both of us fall asleep when we get to have a moment where we just like crumble into a little cuddle pile.
Does it? Yeah. Does it affect anybody with that amount or lower, or does it hit one person first and then the next?
It goes after the person with the lowest number of hit points
right?
first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
But it can affect multiple if it carries over.
All right. Let's see. 15, 18, 5. And you did how many?
What did I say? 29?
Yeah, 29. All right. Penny, how many hit points do you have?
11.
11. So it's gonna hit Penny first, then, right? Is that how that's gonna go?
Yeah,
I guess.
and then there'll be
Yes,
18 points left.
There's
All right.
Yep.
Unfortunately,
18 left.
Penny. if he were alone in the room, it might have put him to sleep. But because Penny is right next to him, it goes after Penny first.
Oh shit, that didn't work the way I hoped.
No. Zather, anything else you wanna? Any other sabotage you would like to?
No, he's just gonna hang his head in shame.
All right, Kali.
All right, I will see Penny fall, and that's just not going to work. So I will rush in on this bugbear using my last key point and do Flurry of Blows.
All right.
Yes,
But I'm not going to use advantage because we're down. We're running out. First strike. Ooh, yeah. 24 for max damage of 7 points.
Oh, nice. All right, yeah.
Second strike as I bring a knee up into the solar plexus. Non-lethal. Boo. That's a 13 to hit.
It does not hit.
Third strike.
You want advantage on it on that?
All right, I'll take advantage on the last one.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah. And I'll swing around with the elbow. No. Damn. 13.
Crikey. No.
Oh man,
Won't do it.
you gotta take this guy down.
All right. Anything else, Kelly?
Nope. Nope.
All right.
That's it for Kali.
Penny is asleep, but Jenks goes on your turn. Doodle-doodle-doop. Jenks moves to there and unloads another volley of magic missiles. You are asleep. You saw the first one. You don't see the second one. But Kali, you see a bunch of magic missiles streak past you and slam into the bugbear. And the bugbear goes down.
Yes.
And when he goes down, you can hear, all of you outside can hear the thud, and the two alley blades, they take off.
Oh. I turn around and look at Jinx and say, nice job, kid.
All right. They're gonna vamoose unless you want to continue pursuing them, but they're just gonna use their action to get the hell out of there.
I don't think we're gonna chase them. We're not chasing them, right, Merla? We're not. They learned their lesson. There is all teachable moments for everyone here. Yeah. Is
quite a
Penny
teachable
okay?
fight.
Is Penny okay, Kali?
She's asleep. You see Jenks walk into the room and sort of kick lightly at Penny to wake her up.
What happened? Did they die?
You see a dead 7 foot tall bugbear right next to you.
Yeah, we did it. That's great. Oh, he talks different.
He's sort of looking at himself and he's kind of like brushing himself off. He's got a furrowed brow and he says, "We best get back to the fair."
Hey,
What about
are you Jinx, or are you a really old wizard that took Jinx's body?
No, I didn't take anything. I don't know what happened. 1 second I was putting away Gorgon, and the next second I was in this body.
Oh.
Are you Dritz?
A
No, he's-
transformation?
He was the one that was in charge of that show was the marshal, the Captain Besham.
Mm-hmm, Besham.
No.
And he's now that you hear him, he's sort of got the cadence to his voice that Besham had, and he starts marching off towards the fair.
Wait,
And he goes,
do you
"Keep
know
up."
what happened? Because no, but we can. Okay, yeah.
He's
I have
very commanding
something
this.
that I would like to do before we leave.
Okay, yeah.
I would like to go into the shack where the woman is presumably snoring away.
She's on her. She actually was sitting on the edge of her bed. Now she's like laying sideways on
Yeah.
her bed.
Does
asleep.
she look
Yeah.
comfortable? I'm just going to put a blanket over her.
Yeah, she looks pretty comfy.
Yep,
Especially now with the blanket on, yeah.
I'll cover her with a blanket. While I'm doing that, I'm going to quickly cast. I would like to quickly cast Detect Magic.
Okay. You cast Detect Magic. The apparatus in the other room detects as magical.
Is there anything else that is giving off any magical?
She's got a ring.
I'm going to just very gently steal the ring.
Okay. Ooh,
Yep.
got the ring.
Anything else?
Nothing else in here.
Okay, that's it then. And then I'll just kind of, like I said, I'll just kind of like tuck her in. Sleep well, sweet one. And then I'll follow my friends.
Yoink. All right.
I don't think
You see
tonight.
Jinx has got the he's almost emulating Merla's walk. He is booking it back towards the fair. And we're going to change scenes. However, let's see. I will state real quick, since we are at time pretty much, we can either run over or we can. What would you like to do, Dave? It's up to you.
I mean, I'm okay if we go a little bit longer, just to wrap up the adventure.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure. All right.
Are you guys okay
All right.
with that? Ty left.
To me. Ty's
Gone.
microphone is not working.
Okay.
Okay, he'll be back. He'll be
All
back.
right. Excellent.
There we go.
There he is.
You follow a very looks like a peeved and annoyed Jenks as he marches off along the quay towards the fair. And change scenes back to the fair. And as he walks, what's that?
I would like to catch him up on what we know happened.
He's
He's
like, of course it was that damned Booth, that damned Zoltan. I told Zord. He's just sort of shaking his head, which looks kind of funny coming out of Jenks's chubby cheeks. But he's not happy. And he says that young man, this young man is in some trouble, I should say.
What?
He goes,
Let's get him out of it.
He goes, only I know how to put away those dangerous beasts. They're not just simple beasts. Do you understand?
I mean, yeah, they're really big and scary.
Some are big and scary, but some are inherently want to do harm to those around them.
Oh, fantastic.
Particularly the giant vulture and the death dogs. Not good. I was in the middle of putting them in their cages, and then I found myself on a dock and being sapped from behind by these criminals.
Ooh, okay, so yeah, hurrying, running, sprinting, even.
All right. Yeah, you are hurrying, sprinting back to the pier. You make your way onto the main pier, and as you get, you know, he's like making his way towards the Heartbreaker. And as he gets there, you guys can hear noises, a commotion, and as you get closer, you see like the people that were the fairgoers that were sort of near the big tent are like moving in a wave away from it towards you, and so you're sort of fighting through the crowd, and you get to the pier where the Heartbreaker is moored, and I'm going to go to tactical mode. All right. You see all sorts of menagerie creatures running about. On the other T pier, you see the two dinosaurs and its handler. Its handler is trying to keep them basically in check right now because they're all riled up. It looks like the acrobat has moved the hippogriff away from this pier and is over there as well. And she's taken him to the sky. And you see creatures that were in the shows you've seen. You see panthers, you see the two big apes, you see a tiger, you see an owlbear, and you see the giant vulture that is still partially dressed in its Demogorgon costume, and its buddy, the death dog, on the deck. And it looks like this thing is trying to get more animals out from the bottom of the cargo hold. And as you walk up, Jenks, or Captain Besham, tells you, "Oh no, he's in the hold. Would be my guess. That's where I was."
And he's alive, right?
Let us hope so. It is chaos. It is chaos up here. This is where we're going to do a skill challenge, because doing this as a combat would take forever. So we're going to do a skill challenge. You guys already know the rules. As you guys come up on the pier, the Jenks, or Captain Besham, is telling you, "We need all of these animals alive. Do not kill any of them. Do you understand?"
Sir, yes, sir.
I do.
All right. You see the other carnies sort of trying to calm people down, trying to keep the dinosaurs from rampaging. Meanwhile, on this pier, you see this mess ahead of you. We can either keep the initiative, or you guys can decide in what initiative you'd like to go. And then we will.
This is where we prove ourselves.
Yes, of course.
All right.
I'd be okay to keep the same initiative.
Yeah, let's just
Okay.
keep it.
All right, Zathro.
All right. So, the skill check. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
your objective is to contain these animals before they escape into the city. They are sort of being released and running amok on this pier. You see what you see on the map. The people are just off screen, sort of running away, or on the other side of the pier, sort of holding the other animals in check. And he's asked you to not kill these animals.
Okay. Hold on. I'm just getting the map up. I didn't have the map.
You're good.
Okay. There we go. Okay. Well,
there are agitated tigers, panthers, big apes, an owlbear.
I am going to pull from my satchel a silver-plated flute, and I am going to conduct a performance of sorts.
Okay.
I know it's a skill check, but for flavor, I'm also going to throw in my enthralling performance, because otherwise I won't get a chance to use it.
Sure. What's and your objective?
My objective is to soothe the raging beasts.
Okay.
With a performance check, and I'm going to use the last advantage.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That's a 19 on the large one. Plus my performance would be a 26.
Boom, you have a success.
Guys,
All right.
remember when we used all the advantages at carnival games?
Yeah, I know. We probably should have saved some of them because now we have none.
No.
But
Hey.
our friends supporting the ACLU, if you want, you can also
Friends in the chat.
donate us some advantages
The chat.
to save Waterdeep.
Look, those carnival games were really important.
They were fun. They were very
You
fun.
need to get 6 successes before you get 3 failures.
Oh, God.
At the unknown DC as of yet, and you have to tell me how you're doing it. All right, Zathro has started to play. Kali.
All right. I think I would like to charge up and I don't know how long my movement is here.
We're sort of
I-
abstracting all of this. That's why we're
Okay.
making it. It's
So I would like to rush in and just start suplexing animals into the hold.
okay. What skill would that?
So I want to use rest. I want to
Athletics?
grapple them, but I'd like to use my athletics because I am not strong. I'm dexterous.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right. Oops. So that would be versus it'd be contested. And I will.
We're just
Oh
doing
no,
a check.
it's
We're just doing
a
check.
static DC.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Acrobatics. Now, 11.
That is not going to make it. That is
Uh-oh.
a failure unless somebody wants to try to undo that failure on your next turn.
Oh.
But you have to tell me how you do that to mitigate the failure.
Okay.
And each of you can only do it once. All right.
I
And
got
that doesn't
this.
count as a success. That just undoes the failure and makes it so that the complication that would happen to you right now will not happen.
Ooh.
All right. Penny.
Okay, so Penny's gonna stealth up behind the animals that Collie's attempting to suplex in,
Okay.
and she's gonna take some of the rope that's on the dock and make a little knot. And while they're distracted getting suplexed, stealth it like around them to keep them in place so that they
Okay.
can't run around.
Excellent. I love it. Give me is that you're using stealth?
Yes.
Do it up.
17?
17 does it you're just trying to undo his failure, yeah?
Yes.
All right. You undo the failure. You still have one
Nice.
success, no failures. All right.
Okay.
Merla.
Merla is going to try to convince some of the people running around
Uh-huh.
that look really buff, because there's a lot of different kinds of sideshow people, different
Yeah, there's all sorts of parties.
abilities.
Yep.
Yeah, so she gets the most unique skilled people that she sees, and she's going to try to persuade them to help with the suplexing.
Right, right. Just trying to wrangle. There are, and just so everybody is aware what's available. There is rope, as you see on the dock. There are also like cargo netting, that sort of stuff. But yeah, you're trying to use persuade.
Yes, persuasion.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
if it works really well, she could be like, also, there's some tools here. You don't have to use your arms.
And you do see on the deck of the ship a couple of the crew members like trying to control some of the animals, but not succeeding very well because everybody's still asleep down below. What'd you get, Merla?
The die took a journey. It's a 10.
A 10.
Oh no.
Unfortunately, that is not enough. That will be 1 fail, 1 success. Unless somebody wants to undo that on their next turn. Actually, no, it's the end of the round.
I'm just
How many
imagining
successes
Merla
do we
running
need?
up to people.
You
3.
need 5 successes before you
5?
get. Yeah,
Yeah,
5 before
we
you
need
get
5. We gotta get some successes going here, guys.
3. Yep.
Merla's running up to people in her wicker mask, which is storming over. She's like, "Will you help me? Will you help me?"
There's some people scream. Some people like, what's going on? All right. And because of that failure, each failure entails a complication. So Merla, please roll me a D8.
Hey, Phoenix, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, everybody. We are playing Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. We are raising money for the ACLU. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you all. Follow the channel and all that good stuff. But if you are able to do so, please consider a donation to the ACLU in support of, I don't know, civil liberties. We appreciate you being here. And you can also help us out with some advantages through those donations. So follow that link and help everybody here.
Allison, what'd you get on your roll?
3.
3. All right. You roll me a dexterity save as the tiger pounces on you.
Amazing. 18.
18. You only take 4 damage and you are not knocked down.
Wonderful.
As he sort of just does a run by attack pouncing on you. All right. Excellent. We're back to Zathro.
All right. I am going to. Yes, I'm going to try to influence the animals again. Now, can I use performance a second time, or can I only use it once?
You can only use any skill one time.
One time. Okay. Well, in that case, then I'm going to try to use deception this time.
Okay.
And for flavor-wise, I'm going to disguise myself. I'm going to use disguise self.
Okay.
So that I look like Besham.
Okay.
And I'm going to command them into the hold of the ship.
Very good.
So I'm going to make a, what did I say? Deception check.
Deception.
Yep. Here we go. Come on. That is a 13.
13 just makes it.
Oh!
All right. You start. You do know as you're doing that, the vulture, the giant vulture, looks at you with intelligence in its eyes, and it doesn't seem to like fall for your. But some of the other animals do. All
What's
right.
the count now? We're at 2 and 1.
2 successes, 1 failure. Yep. That was Afro Kali.
All right. I want to try to use insight to see if I can figure out what's going to motivate this vulture to get back in the hold.
Okay. All right.
And as I observe the damn bird, 14.
That does it. Yep.
Whew, 14. Aha.
3 successes, 1 failure.
And I lead him on with a bit of hardtack.
All right. All right.
Nice.
Penny.
Doing quite similarly as last time, but instead of using the rope to tie it around, I'm going to try and fashion the rope more into a net, or at least like attach some of the rope to an existing net, so that when I toss it, I can then drag an animal back and hopefully use sleight of hand with it.
Sure.
Come on. Oh, 26.
Nice. That is a success. That's 4 successes, 1 failure.
Ooh.
Good. Oh,
We're wrangling, guys. We're wrangling.
We are wrangling.
All right. That was Penny. Merla.
Merla is. Can I reuse the stat once I've used it?
No, you can only use one different skill each turn.
Oh, rats. That was my best one.
I know.
Yeah,
That's why we only
Big rats. Okay.
They
But
don't
we
fall for
can,
the same trick twice.
we can duplicate what other folks have done.
You can, as long as you haven't used the skill. Yep.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna go for some good old animal handling. And,
Excellent.
I'm gonna use my bees to help me scare the animals.
like shepherd bees.
Yes. My shepherd bees.
Nice.
Alrighty.
Thanks for the sub, Phoenix. Appreciate you.
14.
14 does it.
Hooray!
That is 5 successes. All right, all of you. I didn't get to have an 8 throw net on anybody or knock them on the
Oh
wall.
my goodness.
All right.
Next time.
You guys are able to successfully, after a chaotic scene, help the crewmen get the animals on back in the hold. The trickiest part is getting Jenks out, because once you get them in the hold, you see that Captain Besham is locked by himself in one of the cages in the hold. And with you and the crew now alerted, it takes some time, but you're able to get him out and get the animals back in their cages. And Captain Besham, you let him out. You think, what happened? Where's Nat? Where's Squiggly? What the heck happened?
Jenks?
Yeah, but
Oh,
I look like I'm a white dude. What's going on?
I'm so sorry about that, by the way.
He looks really confused.
How do we
what we
switch him?
know.
He's so
Curses!
confused. Jenks walks up to Besham, and they kind of look at each other. Captain the physical form of Captain Besham is just like wide-eyed, looking at himself, while Jenks is sort of like eyeing him and going, "This is most uncomfortable." I've already sent a message to the eye catcher. They should be here shortly. And after a bit, Zord and a gnome with spectacles, and the bottom half of him is mechanical, is a clockwork. They come up to the Hellraiser, where you guys, or the Heartbreaker rather, where you guys are, and you explain to them what happened. And Norbert, the master smith, he's like, "Well, I goes, I know what to do. There's only one way to reverse this, and that is to make the noble Jinn reverse the wish." And
I'm sorry. Did you say Jinn?
He explains to you, yes, well, this contraption was constructed by my grandfather, and it's a family heirloom that we must keep safe. Well, it imprisons a Jinn. It is ever since the spell plague, things have gone a bit wonky with it, and every once in a while this sort of thing happens. I'm not quite sure what to do about it, but I do have a token that lets me force the Jinn to grant a wish. But I don't know where this token is. I mean, I know where it is, but it's been missing. It's gone.
What does it look like?
Check the inside of the machine or something. Did you accidentally insert it? Is it holding its own key?
He goes, it's been swiped from my quarters. It must have been somebody on board or something. I don't know.
Squiddly.
Each of you can give me a perception check.
15.
10.
9.
12.
Who got a 15?
Scully.
Was that Kali? All right. Do you remember when it sort of like put two and two together when the dart throwing carny chased Squiddly out?
Mm-hmm.
Bunch of stuff got knocked over, and it didn't really clock. You didn't really clock it at the time, but now thinking back on it, that seemed kind of weird. That one of the stuff figures fell off the counter, and it made a dunk, like a metallic noise hitting the ground.
Mm-hmm.
That seemed kind of weird at the moment, but we, didn't really think much of it at the time.
I think we should visit the dart thrower.
Oh,
They
he's so
need to have
unpleasant.
one more game.
All right.
Right now?
Yes.
It's been an emergency.
This is no time for games, Callie.
Throwing darts.
I noticed something when we were fidgeting with them, and you remember that the kids were goofing around behind the counter?
Yeah.
Yeah. I noticed something. I observed something odd. I think it might be worth a visit.
All right. You and this your party mates, along with Captain Zord, Besham, Jenks, everybody, and Norbert walk with you over to the dart booth. most of the patrons are sort of like gathered on the far end, and so there's not many people right on the dock right now. But you walk up. What do you say when you walk up? He sort of bows when he sees his captain.
Oh, hello, good sir. You remember me? I was throwing the darts. I did really well the first time.
Yes, you did quite well. Yes. Uh-huh.
Well, I pick up a dart and I throw it at the thing that I remembered making that strange noise.
Okay. You throw it at the thing, and there's a dink, like a metallic noise when you hit it.
What is that?
Oh, I wouldn't know.
Oh. Can I see it?
He looks over your shoulder at the captain's, and he just goes over and takes it and hands it to you.
And
you see the look of defeat in his eye.
And that will be 5 sit-ups, please.
And
Well,
a
for me or for
learning opportunity, yes?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You
And also, you should
open-
give us all the money that we spent here earlier.
yeah, refund.
shenanigans.
You open it up, and the map picture of the in the tactical map is what you see.
Ooh.
And when you see that, when Norbert sees that, he grabs it. This is it. And he's like, where was it?
It was in
This way, under.
You walk him to the underdocks, and he goes up to the machine, to the Zoltan, and he says, well, there's certain rules, you understand, and well, since you were the one who found it, he gives you the token, Kali. He says, you must insert it and make a wish.
What should I wish for?
Well,
you see Jenks next to you, like the little boy Jenks looking at you with a squint in his eye, goes, I think you know what you need to wish for.
Fine. It's only, you don't get these opportunities all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's just, yeah, there are many stories from my village about people catching the right fish and getting opportunities like this. I never had that experience before. So I guess, the silver lining is that this is just one of those opportunities, right? And I should just enjoy it for what it is.
Surly Jenks just keeps giving you the stink eye.
All right.
I will also
it's
just
any-
make sure, is this one of those gins that you have to be very specific with your wording, or else something bad's gonna really happen?
Yes. He's-
Oh, okay, so let's think this through really quick.
I might also offer this. I don't know if this helps us, but we do now have each an advantage because we just broke $600.
Oh,
Phoenix
nice.
Iraqi put us
Thank you,
over.
everybody.
Put us over, so we each have an advantage. So I don't know, Jose, if you can factor that into the outcome here, but that would be cool.
Thank you.
All right. I think what we're talking about doing here is we wish for Jenks and the captain to go back to who they were before the last wish.
I think
Yeah.
that's good.
I think that's
Airtight.
great. Very.
All right.
All right.
All right.
You
Here we
insert the
go.
token.
Yep. Clink. Dun, dun, dun.
All right, you insert the token. It goes to the same routine, but this time the light in the crystal ball sort of fluctuates color and sort of to a reddish color, and you could swear that it's sort of vibrating the whole box a little bit, but you've worded it well enough. And you see both of them sort of go, yes, finally, good. The
Did it work?
captain and Jenks looks down, and he kind of looks a little bit disappointed, but he's like, oh well.
Well, Jenks, you got to be a famous wizard for a short period of time. How did it feel?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did you were firing off blasts of magic, and you saved us.
Really?
You killed a big beast. You see this?
Well, hurt him real bad. You hurt him real bad.
You killed this. Well,
He-
you
he-
heard it
you
really
just-
bad.
you knocked
and
him out.
It ran away.
It was a
Yeah,
teachable
he looks-
opportunity.
he
Teachable
looks
moment.
at his buddies and he's like, "You hear that? Hear that? I'm a wizard hero." And they're like,
Yep.
"That wasn't really." And Nat sort of smacks Squidly before he can keep talking.
She just knows.
I think
And
he
then-
dropped this, and I'll give him back his wand.
And I'll give him the owl,
Yeah.
the little stuffed owl bear. Here you go.
Oh, Hootie!
You're
And
familiar,
he
Misty
puts it
Willow.
back in his belt. He's like, "Are you okay, buddy?" And he puts it back in his belt. And he's like, "You wouldn't believe what happened to me." And he's talking to Hootie as the kids walk back to the fair to go eat all the cloud candy that they didn't get to eat. And that concludes a night at the Sea Maidens Fair, guys. That was great.
Awesome adventure, dude. That
Oh,
was
that's
awesome.
So fun.
That was
Thank you.
great.
Lovely.
Jose, thank you so much for being here to run this. But you wrote it.
did,
You
yeah.
created the artwork.
Very
You created the character art for our characters, which I'm going to put back on screen here so people can check it out.
So pretty.
It's so good. Thank you so much, and thank you
Thank
to
you,
these
guys.
awesome players too. You guys are fantastic. That was so much fun. Dang.
It was.
Mm.
Good job, everybody.
On top of all of the fun that we had, also we did some really good fundraising tonight for the ACLU, which is the point of all of this. Yes,
Awesome.
we're here to have fun and escape from the chaos for a little bit, but we're doing it for a good cause. We exceeded $600. Our goal is $1,000. We've got till the end of Saturday, so we're going to continue doing this. We've got a bunch of great streams that are coming up here, including. Let me get through this real quick. Including, as I said, tomorrow, Wednesday, April 16th, over on Folk and Myth, Ystera, The Far Horizon with GM Miko. So they'll be doing some fundraising over there. And then on Thursday, the 17th, we've got a mothership one-shot over here at Guild Superior that is being helmed by none other than Candace the Magnificent. We have a fantastic group of folks playing in that. There's also on Thursday night some more gaming over at Folk and Myth with Vampire the Masquerade duets, and also a late night session on Thursday with Insomnia Night RPG. They're playing the Heroes of Kryn, so some Dragonlance, it sounds like, having some fun with that over there. And then there's games on Friday and Saturday as well that we'll be promoting, but lots of games to come up. So I think we're on our way to hit 1,000, and a lot of people here tonight helped us to get to where we are, and we salute you. Thank you so much for being part of this.
Thank you, guys.
Jose, any words that you want to say about the game, the module, or anything like that? I mean, is this something that's going to be available for people, or is this kind of a personal project, or what are you thinking?
That
This is
was
really
that
fun.
was
It's really good.
that was the idea at one point. Like I said, I just need somebody to help with the layout. But other than that, it's pretty much done. So maybe one day it will be on the DMs Guild available. But yeah,
Awesome.
thank you so much. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. It was fun running for you guys. You
I'm
guys
going
made
to
a
put.
great team.
Loved
Yeah,
it.
we were awesome.
It was
We were
wonderful.
So much fun.
pretty awesome.
Swarm.
Doing great, Adelia.
Jose, I'm going to put your link in the chat so people can go check out your portfolio. I don't know if you want to say anything else about your work, but yeah, you guys go check out Jose's stuff. Fantastic. Yeah.
Thank you all,
right.
guys. Thanks everybody for sticking out a little bit longer to finish it up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well worth
appreciate it.
the reveal at the end. That was very fun, and that skill
So
challenge is
good.
great. Let's jump around here and do some outros. Let's go over to Allison. Thank you so much for being here. It was very fun to play with you. I love your portrayal of Merla and the bees and everything. It was amazing. Tell folks where they can find you and all that good stuff.
Yeah, no, thank you for having me. This was so much fun. Great to be on the channel and at the table with all of you. So thank you for a great game. You can find me at on Twitch or on YouTube at Insight Checked. So links are in the chat. If you like TTRPGs or video game Let's Plays, I got plenty of those. So would love to have a follow from the viewers if you are enjoying the role play or just the general zaniness that I bring. I think I said it best when I said I'm entertaining but not helpful. That would be my channel motto.
You did great. It was Merla's awesome, and I would like to see this group get together again. Honestly, this was a fun group. I think there's more hijinks to be had. Yeah. Yeah.
You guys are definitely going to be NPCs in my home campaign. So just so you know.
Hey, very cool.
Yes.
Very,
It's
very
the
cool.
best honor.
Yep. Thank you so much, Allison. Let's jump over to Rachel. Rachel, it's always so much fun to have you on the channel. Thanks for being here and participating in this fundraiser.
Thank you for keep inviting me back. I will be here as long as you'll have me. I love it here. Hi, I'm Rachel, also known as Ktyria. You can find me as Ktyria on the Guild Superior Discord, which if you haven't joined, you totally should. It's really wonderful and great. And just because this stream's about to end doesn't mean that the donations have to. So if after this you're feeling really generous and feeling like, wow, this has been great, maybe I should give, then do it. That'd be lovely.
Thank you so much for the plugs and the support always. It's just a joy playing with you. You bring a lot of great energy and excellent notes. The best note taker I've ever known when it comes to TTRPGs. Yeah,
I'll look you in the chat.
that's your superpower for sure. One of many, I'm sure. Thank you so much. Let's jump over to Dungeon Mr. Ty. Ty?
Hey, everybody. It's been a pleasure once again to be here, this time to play Kali, the great, friendly, happy guy. A little bit different from my last character that you saw on here.
A little.
Could be said. I am the owner, creator of Adventure Sling Productions and the creators of New of Arden, which you can check that stuff out in the world. Jose did a lot of art in that project. Allison has played it before. Dave has played it before. And there's stuff out there to see. I don't want to plug it too hard right now because we are raising money right now for a very important cause, keep our freedoms protected. So please focus on that right now. New of Arden's down the line. You can check that out later when the opportunity is more appropriate. For now, thank you all so much for your support. And I look forward to more upcoming stuff here and wherever.
Hell yeah. Ty, thank you so much. I did put your link to adventureslang.com in the chat. Go check out the New of Arden stuff. It's absolutely fantastic. And teaser, we are going to be bringing New of Arden back to Guild Superior for a substantial run here in the not too distant future in May. Actually, that's coming up quick. So there's going to be a lot more time to get acquainted and learn to love that game along with us because we are loving it. It's so much fun. So very excited.
Awesome.
Ty, thank you so much. And just another shout out to everybody in the chat who is here with us tonight and who's been with us through all of it. We're raising money. We're happy to do this because it's really important. There's a lot of different reasons. The ACLU makes a big difference in a lot of people's lives. People who don't always have others to stand up and fight for them, and so they serve a really important purpose. And that's why we're doing what we're doing. So thank you very much. This has been just a great opportunity for us to be heroes, not only at the gaming table, but also in real life, as we like to say here. So we are going to raid into some friends. The Legacy of Fools are kicking some butt over there. So we're going to raid into them. I'm going to kick it over to the end screen here. Jose, thank you once again for running this game and taking the time to pull all this together. Absolutely
Thanks,
fantastic.
Jose.
Yep. Absolutely fantastic.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Jose.
You're welcome.
I love you, Jose. Love you. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. We will see you. We'll see you bouncing around, but certainly make sure you come back here on Thursday for Candace's Mothership game. It's going to be bonkers. It is called There is a Goblin Loose in Icarus Station. That's the name of the game. So come over. It's going to be ridiculous. We'll see you next time, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.